think, yes, we can do it now. I think what a lot of people are saying, even if you are afraid, do it afraid. It's better than not doing it at all. And I'm encouraging every woman here today, whatever you're dreaming about. I used to be like that. Trust me. Don't feel that nobody got to wherever they are today by not trying. Nobody got to wherever they are today without being burnt, being stepped on, being abused. There's nobody who is successful all over the world. It's not only just in Nigeria. So we need to take that bold step. And of course, there are other issues about women not being able to get capital from banks, support, because they feel that even if you start a business, you have a very beautiful business idea today, tomorrow you'll be giving birth, and the money they're giving you, you will dump it, you will not continue.
I said, if she could ask me, 10 more people will ask me. So I'm going to get ready for my opportunity. So what did I do? I became so knowledgeable in that market that once you want to go into that market, you cannot look for myself. So how knowledgeable are you in the things that you do? So lastly, I close with this. It's been a beautiful gathering. One of the things that normally finish us as women is envy and gossip. We talk down and talk up. One thing I want to leave you here with is that the next woman seated in your corner in this event can be your signpost for this thing that you have been praying about. What you say about that woman will work for you or work against you in the day that you need it the most. If there's one thing you must do as a woman, it is to ensure that every woman around your space can be safe with you. We have seen women talk people that I had my own fair share recently. But the truth is, we are not moved about what people say. One thing that we are moved about is our going forward and taking action. So don't be a part of those people that look at people and think that, how did they do it? Let me tell you, women are doing big things. And you have not seen anything yet. Because we are still rehearsing. Almost said it's 100 years. It's okay if you choose to be there. Some of us, we are already equal. Aha, mommy, I like that one. So what you need to do is to make sure that the next woman, you teach them. So 3 things you need. 1, you need education. You need mentorship. Yes, you need it so much. You know, the young lady that talks about real estate, I just felt like mentoring. And let me tell you something. There is a time that will come. This real estate game, if you are not an expert, you can't play. So we need mentors. I'm calling on women here. If there's something that you know how to do very well, take on mentorship. Mentor the young one so that legacy you will leave is more than money. It's a lasting legacy. I love you all. And lastly, you must be a giver. I don't go to programs I don't give for. So I have my complimentary card. And in my complimentary card, it's very funny. I have a Wealth Creation Academy. I put an academy of $200 free. So all you have to do, scan the complimentary card. That number there is not my number. Just take the one that is important, which is the training. Because when you do the training, you will not even need me. Did you understand? You will not need me. You'll be able to navigate your prosperous future. Thank you for having me.
Seconds to appreciate ourselves as women. Come to ourselves. We are tenacious. Talk to yourself. You are a mother. You are a sister to your brother. You are a virtuous woman to society. You are a wife to a man. You represent all things. You are the greatest HR specialist. You are able to maximize little resources to full optimization. So you should be proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself. Now, women have a lot to offer. A lot of us graduate with first class and second class opera, and we don't do anything about it, and we just become housewives, and we end up with the third class brain. Now, when the children grow up, what do you do? At that time, you cannot create yourself anymore, because even your husband will tell you you are not better than just being a wife. So you must be intentional. You must be deliberate to say, who am I? What is my brand? What do I want to be? Who do I want to be? It's important that you create the person and the narrative. I tell people, if you don't have a seat at the table, make one seat and sit on it. you can actually bring the best of yourself out by knowing who you are, knowing the markets you want to play, knowing how to play, and measuring your impact. It's important. And women that I know, that I've come across, they are intentional. They don't waste resources unnecessarily. Now, if you see a woman going to buy a bag that's expensive and she can afford it, it's because she has a wrong value system. And that she's with a wrong set of people who influence her value, and they're competing unnecessarily against themselves. That's what you call unhealthy rivalry. A friend, when I come to the table, I come with value. If you want to be my friend, you have to come with another value, so we exchange gifts and table. What are you bringing? What impact? What are you telling me? What don't I know that you know? We should move beyond conversations. So if you say you're my friend, you have to bring value, and I bring value. So I'm dependent on reliable. So are you? So that way, I will not go and buy a Chanel bag that I can afford to buy. First of all, you must learn to sit as a child before you crawl, before you stand, before you walk, before you run. The problem is that we just want to come and enter a guy with poo-poots, not. But when you do it, you build what you call the building bridge approach. That way, even when the rain falls, when all hell breaks loose, when the wind comes, the tempest comes, the troubles that will always come, you will stand firm. You'll be rooted because you have a solid foundation. If you end up having a private jet and tomorrow something happens, you don't have it anymore, because you built your way up, you can adapt, you can adjust, you are flexible, you are malleable. That's what makes you a woman. So let me go to my thoughts today. It's very, very, very nice. Today's topic, and I was here 2 years ago as a keynote speaker for the award ceremony we had last year at the event, and I just see a young girl, a young lady who is willing to create impact, willing to help others, willing to make a difference. So let us all clap for the convener of this talk. It is not easy. Some people have the opportunity, they have the resources, they have the ability, but they don't do it. So putting this together is a lot of work, and doing it continuously, looking at the impact she has created over the last 5 to 10 years, and the consistency, and even when she started, she had nothing. She had to sell some of her stuff to keep going, and I do know that. Because I am an asset manager, so I do know when I meet people like her come to me when they have events, the last thing I do about it. So it's not that she has too much. It's just because she's a giving person and she wants to add value to her race, the female race. She wants to accelerate action. She wants to help the other woman to keep getting better and better and better and better and better. So let us clap for her. Thank you. It's not easy. Your consistency, your dedication, your loyalty to your cause. May God support you. And may you get helpers. Helpers that will come, that are divine helpers, to help raise this cause to a higher level, to global recognition. Trust me, your influence is going to go beyond these boundaries. You're welcome. So now let me go to what I put down. 10 years ago, I wouldn't be talking with my phone. 15 years ago, I would have a laptop or a speech paper. We were circulating and put on the table for everybody to read. You know that. That's just saying how much things have changed. AI has transformed the world. If I want my little daughter to write me a script or to write me something, not only will she use AI, but even without AI, her ability to construct the best English is amazing. A 13-year-old would tell me, "Mommy, resilience. You have to be resilient, and you need to show up, mommy. That 1% that you wanted to give up at your 99th hour, that's when you are going to have a breakthrough. So be tenacious, have the staying power, mommy, be resilient." I'm like, really? It's like she's preaching to me, and then I play a lot of our podcasts to my colleagues at work. I lead a group of businesses where 75% of my team is women. So I can employ a woman who's pregnant and she works from home, and she goes to Canada, or she works from home, because I do not want to create discrepancy. I don't want to create discrimination, when it comes to gender. Because for me, women, if they are dedicated, they can bring out the best. Doesn't matter where they are. So I can employ somebody, and she said, "Mommy, madam, I'm pregnant." I didn't know. I said, "Okay, no problem. You can stay put. When it's time to have a baby, if it's in the US, just make sure you wake up, do your work at the right time." And we will give her the support, because I believe that that's what we should do. Creating workspaces and workplaces where women can not just succeed, but thrive. And that's what I believe, and that's what I'm doing in my organization. So I have women who are really dedicated and loyal and faithful. So the team breaking barriers, leading with audacity. guests, visionary leaders, entrepreneurs, and change makers, good afternoon. Yes. It's with immense gratitude and deep honor that I stand before you today at this summit. And I extend my heartfelt gratitude to her again in small times. Anyway, I would like to share not just a speech, but a journey marked by resolve, reinvention, and the relentless breaking of barriers. This year's theme, Breaking Barriers, Leading with Audacity, speaks not only to where we are as a global business community, but more profoundly to who we must become. The call to audacity. Audacity is not just arrogance. Audacity is courage in action. Courage in action. The bold decision to rise above limitations, to speak even when the room gets quiet, to lead not because it's easy, but because it is necessary. When I reflect on my own path, starting out in the banking halls of Diamond Bank to structuring billion-dollar investments, building share capital from the ground up, and helping step institutions like Access Bank through international recognition and global partnerships, I see a tapestry woven with audacity. Why is it? Was it really easy? It wasn't. It wasn't, but it was always worth it. Absolutely. It was worth it. It was worth it. It was really worth it. Because it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. It was worth it. Because the things you learn when you have challenges, you see, you take challenges as opportunities to show yourself, the best of yourself, not as a problem. You should see it as a stepping stone to the next level. It should not deter you. It should actually bring out the best in you. The women I know and I deal with a lot thrive a lot under pressure. They multitask. So when there's nothing like no. When I need a brick wall, I go around the world. I go around the world. So I see that obstacle, that challenge as an opportunity to make something different, to begin to have different version of myself, to go around it in another way. I just need to sit back and think and pray. From negotiating multi-million-dollar deals with global institutions to launching initiatives that empower thousands of women entrepreneurs, have seen firsthand the transformative power of fearless leadership. We must be fearless as leaders. Breaking barriers. The reality behind the phoenix. It's not, I'll use the word rhetoric. There's a reality behind the rhetoric. Breaking barriers. We just hear that word, breaking barriers. Now let me talk about the reality behind that rhetoric. Let's be honest, barriers exist, especially for women in finance, especially for anyone daring to be different. Whether it's the glass ceiling in boardrooms, the gender gap in funding, or the internal voices of self-doubt, the obstacles are real. Whether it is your husband telling you that you can't be better than just being a wife, whether it's your insecurities because you haven't dared it before, but they are not immovable, they can be moved. I remember being the only woman in the strategic negotiation where I was underestimated, until the numbers spoke louder than the buyers. I remember launching the Gender Entrepreneurship Markets GEM program for Access Bank in 2006, a time when the term women-focused finance raised more eyebrows than applause. Today, that same program stands as a beacon for inclusive finance across Africa. We didn't wait for permission. We led with purpose. That's the power of audacity. Audacity as strategy. Now, leading in evolving markets. To lead with audacity today means something more. It means leading with insight. It means being anticipatory, not reactive. Proactive, not reactive. It means thinking about legacy, not just profit. We are in a new economy, one driven not just by capital, but by creativity, not just by resources, but by resourcefulness. Not by resources, but by resourcefulness. Audacity then is embracing risk with strategy and embracing change with intention. When we launched Shower Asset Management, it was during a time of market uncertainty, but we were clear. We would build not just a financial services firm, but a platform for possibilities. leveraging intelligence, inclusion, and innovation to reimagine investments in Africa. That vision bettered was what is today, and award-winning investment firms shaping how capital makes communities. Now, the audacity of empowering others. One of my proudest initiatives remains the Breastplate Initiative, a program we created to mentor and reorient young Nigerians across universities nationwide. Why? Because bold leadership does not hoard power, it multiplies it. It doesn't hoard it. Africa's youth are not our body. They are our billion-dollar breakthrough. African youth, they're not our body. They are our billion-dollar breakthrough. But we must train, equip, and believe in them. We must fund their ideas, guide their growth, and clear the paths that many of us had to forge alone. Empowerment is not charity, it is strategy. Empowerment is not charity, it is strategy. Now, what does it take to live with audacity? Let me leave you with the 5 truths that I have lived. 1, audacity is born in adversity. Audacity is born in adversity. So you take a licking and keep on ticking. Audacity is born in adversity. Your struggle might just be your story of strength. That's what it means. Secondly, fear and faith often coexist, but faith must always lead. Third, excellence is non-negotiable. As a woman, as women and pioneers, we cannot afford to be average. We can't. We have to be excellent. 4, collaboration is currency. The future is co-created, not conquered. It is co-created. Collaboration is currency. And the final one is purpose is the compass. Without it, every win will feel like a loss. Conclusion. Break the barrier. Be the breakthrough. To everyone here, especially the young leaders, the rising leaders, women in boardrooms, young entrepreneurs with dreams too big to fit in spreadsheets. I must say this. You are not here to fix. You are not here to fit in. You are here to stand out. You are not here to fit in, you are here to stand out. You are not here to follow rules. You are here to rewrite them. You are not here to be accepted. You are here to be undeniable. This is your time. This is your turn. Lead loudly, boldly, audaciously. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Africa. And God bless the fearless leader in you all.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Angela Julie Jones. Please give her another resounding applause, please. Thank you. We'll present a gift to her very quickly and we will move on to the next panel conversation. But I do hope that we are all having a really good time. Ma'am, you're not sure?
Because we're all fighting about one battle or the other that nobody really sees unless you talk about it. Now, breaking barriers isn't just about showing up, it's about leading with audacity. Today we are not just discussing success, we are redefining power. Everybody say power. Power. And we own that power. So say to yourself, I own the power. I own the power. Fantastic. So it's an honor to be here today, moderating this critical discussion on leadership, confidence, and breaking barriers. As a multifaceted entrepreneur with over 22 years of experience, I have built platforms that celebrate and elevate women. Founded Exquisite Magazine, created the Eloy Awards platform. My journey has been about defying limitations, shaping mindset, and empowering individuals to lead with audacity, which is what we're talking about today. So today's discussion is not just about leadership. It's about rewriting the rules, stepping into influence, and leveraging opportunities. It's about diving into the real talk of making real impact. So we're not just talking about it, we're actually taking action towards it. So we have an incredible panel of thought leaders today that are going to do justice to the topic. And I'm going to start with you. So let me get my questions out. So I'm going to start with you, Titi. And the question I'm going to ask you is,
we're talking about sustaining women empowerment. We're talking about, business growth as well. So the question is, in sustaining business growth in a highly, highly competitive industry, which requires more than expertise, it demands that you have access to networks, access to leadership positioning, and strategic partnerships as well. So I want you to tell us, what are the key success strategies that you feel that you have used and you think everybody should adopt?
It's nice to meet everyone. My name is Titi. I'm going to use, first of all, I think we're very strong people. And I'm going to use my experience because I think you can never be able to communicate appropriately without an experience. I think experience, even if I tell my daughter, I'd rather not have gone through experiences to achieve my goals, but experience has taught me stronger things. I'm in a male-dominated industry. Usually very rare people own facility management companies. It's totally male because it's usually technical. But I would use a very strong example. One of the examples related to what Dr. Oman was mentioning. I had a job with one of these high-tech dealers beggar, and we were meant to do very professional high-level cleaning for one of the high-rises with them. And then they just said to me, oh, we have this glass over almost 30-story buildings, and said, can you clean the outside of the glass? And I know that it will take either some sort of specialist expertise, either the processes are either ropes or cradle or some sort of, and it clicked. I'm like, okay, I don't think there's anyone in my industry that is female one that is doing that, and it's a very, very rare skill set. And that got me to start questioning, okay, why can't I do this? So I decided that I was going to go and train for it. It's a very risky job. I'm the only female climber in Nigeria that I know. So by the time I went to do it, I was refused to apply for it because I took some of my guys to train them. And when I wanted to apply for it, I was told I couldn't. Because one, obviously, without them saying because I'm a woman, and it was too risky. And then I had to keep pushing, and I had to get to the CEO of the company. We were meant to do it in the UK, but we had to do it in Port Harcourt with the rigs and the oil people. And they had to get me to sign indemnity in case I die. And then I said, and then I signed. In the middle of the whole thing, I was the only female, what they call those people, our inspectors were foreigners, and the auditor then was a South African, very mean guy. And they made it difficult for me because I was the only woman. And when I got to the middle of the whole thing, trust me, even me, I said, who sent me work? But at the end of the day, there were like about 11 men, and I was 10 men, and I was the only woman. 7 of us passed. I was shocked that I passed, including me. And that gave thank you. And then everybody was now trying to say, oh, we need to put you on the magazine, blah, 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 because there's only other one woman that has done it, and she's a foreigner, and she did it probably years ago. So one of the things that I learned from that is the audacity. It got me to have the audacity to be able to ask questions and stand before men. The only other thing that this led to was I was able to make more business because I go to, and this leads to the second one, because I think the experience gives me the opportunity to express this to other women who have fears because naturally we're underrated. The next one leads to the fact that I have to understand the job to sell the market. It's a very rare service. So when I go for jobs, I have people, I'm even the least person they consider. They think maybe I came on behalf of another company. They don't believe I can own the company. So I'll come with a set of people. I have technicians, and it's a very, very expensive venture. Per day, you cannot pay less than maybe 70K for the first level when they have 3 levels. The higher the level, the more expensive per day. And you don't do those jobs less than a month, at least a month. So you go somewhere, you have all men, it's natural for you to be intimidated. But then again, the advantage I got was I learned. She said something about knowledge. I had to learn to sell it. So when I go there, I think curiosity makes them ask me questions, not necessarily because they're interested I'm a woman, but by the time I'm done, amongst the men, I'm usually the preferred one. they first tell me to keep quiet, let my technicians talk. They don't really say directly, they say, oh, you're the CEO, you don't need to say anything, let your guys talk. And then my guys, we've had that meetings where they allow me to speak first. So I'm like, so they're like, when there was a client as well, there were like a couple of men in the board meeting, and I was also the only woman. They gave us the job was height services, and they told us to speak. And then they said to me, Madam, don't say anything, let your guys speak. I'm like, if you don't mind, let me explain what it is we need to do here. That by the time I started saying we have to anchor the parapets, you don't need it, you need a stretcher, we need to use a cradle in this section. And then by the time I started describing it, they were all men and they were all, their mouths were, it was just irritating actually, let me not lie, because I think men undermine us a lot. And then I was done with the meeting and they all stood up and started clapping. It was so irritating. One, because you undermine us as women. So the major point I need to say here for us, as a woman, have audacity. Yes, they will undermine you, they will look down on you, they'll make you feel very little, because I always had that feeling for a long time until I became a very huge expert and I started managing top clients. You have to have confidence, you have to have audacity, you have to have knowledge of what you're selling, so people don't disrespect you for what you don't know.
Anissa, you're very tall. How tall are you? I'm 6'3". Oh my God. So, I know, right? So you're the founder of Poise and Power, yeah? And confidence and personal branding are the game changers in leadership and business. So how can women harness their presence and influence? I mean, you're tall, so you have that advantage. And I wear high heels to compensate for my height. So how can women harness their presence and influence to unlock new opportunities? And why is belonging to a community like GAP, for instance, why is that a strategic advantage for ambitious women?
Thank you. First of all, I just want to acknowledge everyone that's here. Good afternoon and welcome to this wonderful, what I want to believe is a life-changing experience, because I've gotten a lot of nuggets already from the few hours that we've been here. Then to answer the question, I think confidence and personal branding are two of the most powerful tools any woman can leverage in leadership or in business. Especially in our world today where visibility, where influence is very important. This too matters. So how you present yourself, whether in person or online. Personal branding is not just about how your appearance is. I think it's about being true to who you are. It's about knowing your strengths, your values, your unique voice, and also maintaining that consistency across all platforms. If I meet you on social media and I meet you in person, are you telling a different story there than you are in person? Can I still have that same connection that I've had with that person on social media that I have in person? People really connect with authenticity, and authenticity builds trust, it builds credibility. The next one is, I love this one, storytelling and tuning your own horn. A lot of women do great work, but it's often unseen because most women don't share their stories. We have our achievements, our experiences, our insights, and all these things are very valuable. For us to confidently share our journeys, share our stories, we have to amplify it. And ways to do this, it could be in the little areas, it could be in settings like this, it could be in your workplaces, during meetings. Don't just keep quiet, don't think, well, nobody wants to know what I have to say. Say it first, you wouldn't know. Just like what I'll say is, if I don't hear it, if I don't see them, I don't know what you're capable of doing. Opportunity for the visibility. If I don't know what you can do, if I can't see what you can do, why am I bringing an opportunity to you? And the last one for me is networking and connection, which is amazing because that's sort of what we're doing here today. Yes. To be successful as a person, yes, you can achieve it, but doing it alone is not easy. You need a community, you need people. That is where a platform like that Elite Store comes in as a powerhouse, as a game changer to do that. Belonging to a powerhouse of ambitious women, it opens doors for you because it provides you access to opportunities, to collaborations that you would otherwise may not have access to. And it's not just about networking, it's about being in the same room with women, with like-minded women that can push you to grow. So to conclude, I'd say confidence and personal branding. I'd say confidence and personal branding is not just, again, like I mentioned before, it's not just about your appearance. It's not just about promoting yourself. I think it's about how you place yourself for impact. Right. Yeah, which is why I'd say it's very important that we as women, we embrace our presence, we share our stories, and that we are in groups that support our vision. Because that way, we are not only unlocking opportunities, but we are also creating them here.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. I love that you touched on the fact that it's the opportunity for the visibility. Because really and truly, in life, people do business with who they know. If they don't know you, they don't know what you bring to the table, they don't know what you can do, what your products and services does, and things like that. So very valid points and very, very important. And I love the word authenticity. Be your true self, be your authentic self. No point showing up as another version of yourself that is not the true version. And yes, you know, what you see on social media should be what we see in real life. So they're not thinking, okay, people are, you know, you're different and you're not showing your true self. And storytelling. Every single person in here has a story to tell. And your story is, I always say this, that we all have that story because somebody somewhere will benefit from our story. So we shouldn't be shy to talk about our challenges. We shouldn't be shy to talk about, you know, to tell our stories as well, because it's going to help somebody else. And you mentioned something else that I find really, really exciting and something that we should all do. So we go to gatherings like this, or we become members of Guy Elite, and you know, we're not really networking, we're still circling around the people we know. We should stop that in 2025. Are we here? We should mingle, we should network. I can't remember who was talking earlier, a keynote speaker was talking earlier, and then she mentioned something about networking. And then I realized that, oh my God, I sat with 3 beautiful ladies. We ate together. We've been kind of like, you know, having little tiny discussions, but we didn't really know one another. So I had to, so that reminded me to, you know, part of networking to say, you know, how are you? What do you do? What's your name? Kind of thing. So we really have to move out of our comfort zone and network and speak to people, talk to people, tell people what you do, tell people what you know, because there are people out there that are probably less qualified than you are, but because they're loud, people are taking them more seriously and people are doing more jobs with them. Yeah? So my next question is to Happiness. I love happiness. I love your name, Happiness, and you're radiating as well. in color, in the pink, in color pink. So your question is: in the era of digital influence, visibility is a powerful currency. Yeah. How can women leverage personal branding and social capital to scale their businesses and secure major opportunities? And why is it the benefit of being, I'm going to put Guy here, why is it the benefit to be a member of a community like this?
Alright. Good afternoon, everyone. It's so nice to see you. I'm so glad to see you. So, thank you so much. So to answer this question, you know, there's a particular thing I say about women that, I don't know if a lot of people will agree with me. I think women don't know the power that they carry. Women can do a lot. If you're a woman, you are a nation. You know, being on social media is a lot. You know, you can get a lot of things from social media, from visibility. You can even be what you can't even imagine you can be in 10 years if you put an ad of, like, let's say, 30 days on social media. Imagine you just doing something that goes viral, that you have probably 5 million likes. A lot of people see you when you walk by, you have 5 million views. You know, these things, some people just think that they are views. They are not just views. They can take you to places you can't even imagine. You know, being a woman, you have to be prepared. If my content goes viral on Instagram, on YouTube and the likes, what is the engagement bringing back to me? If I am not prepared, people are just viewing me and nothing's going to come out with just views, just likes. I'm not going to get nothing from it. But while I'm prepared, you know, the video goes viral, they come over to check my page, they come over to check whatever I'm doing. They meet something, like you have to be prepared. Apart from the fact that you have to work hard, hard work is different from preparation. You can work hard all you know and then opportunity comes, you're not prepared for it. I want to tell you a story, it's a very, very short story. My husband sells cars, so there was a day he wanted to do a particular thing. and he didn't have enough money to buy that particular car. And then he said to me, he was like, oh, would you please ask so millions for me to buy this car? Once I sell this car, probably 3 weeks, I was like, no, baby, let's do business. If I have this money, I'm not getting back this money. I want to get something more. So don't return it in 3 weeks. Don't worry, I'll wait to resell the car. Whenever. If it takes 2 months, I'll wait. So how much am I getting in return? It was like, are you serious? You won't pressure me? No. I won't pressure you. So then we discussed and then we finalized. I waited. It took maybe, let's say, 6-8 weeks or so. And afterwards, I got my money. It was so interesting. So since then, I kept more money aside. Whenever he's in a tight corner and he needs someone to give him some millions to buy a particular stuff, and I'm always ready and I'm getting my money. So be prepared, because you never know where that opportunity comes. I'm not just going to be a borrower. I will borrow you and also invest while borrowing you. So that's why I said, be prepared. It means so much more than even hard work. Sometimes you can work hard all year, but when the hard work doesn't meet preparation, it's just a waste. Then secondly, I'd like to say, when you are venturing into a business, you want to get visibility, you're trying your best to be social, you're trying your best to be out there, you're putting yourself out there. I want you to sit and think, this thing I'm venturing into, this thing I'm putting all of my hard work into, who are those people doing this particular thing I am doing at the moment? Check their lives. Do I want to be like this? Is there any of them that I really want to be like in the future? Okay, this particular business I'm putting all of my energy into, is there anyone in this business, longevity for 10 years, 15 years, how are they doing? Is this how I want to be in the next 5 years? Then you have your answer. You know where to put in your hard work. You know where to put in your energy. When you sit and say, okay, these people are doing this, these people are doing this, is that my dream? Does anyone carry the kind of dream I want to have? Is anyone living my present dream among those people doing this particular thing? Then you have your answer. You know if you should channel your energy into it. So if this person can get this much, that's how I motivate this person. If this person can move this forward, then if I put in such energy or even much more, I think I should be able to move so much like that person or even better than the person. So I say that if you don't have a motivation, you don't move far in life. Something has to push you, something has to motivate you. You have to see it and know where you are going. You have to know that, oh, okay, you can't imagine saying that you are in a particular business and then no one in that business has ever been so much successful being a billionaire and you want to be a billionaire in that business. But it's going to be very hard. Miracles happen, yeah? But come on. It's going to be very hard. When you see people in that field of yours that you want to succeed in, they are doing extraordinary work, you should know that when you put in that effort with God, hard work, resilient, consistent. I always say this to people, be consistently consistent. Don't just show up for 3 weeks and say, I was consistent last month. I don't know what's going to happen. You stay consistently consistent. You do it over and over and over and over again because you don't know when that is coming back to you. So in a nutshell, if you want to excel, succeed in a social space where there's a lot of competition, you have to be prepared. Because whenever that content, whenever that hard work, whenever that visibility goes, let it come back to you something so prepared. When somebody asks you, do you have 1,000 pieces of this? You tell the person, yes, I do, even if you don't. Because you are prepared, you know what it's like to have supply 1,000 pieces. You've been ready, you've been ready, you are prepared, you know that, okay, once I get this payment, I'm going to get everything done, with no issue. But when you are not prepared, you get scared. You cannot move forward. You cannot take that preparation, does a lot. And then be motivated by others, like nobody's an island. You have to have motivation here and there. If you're not motivated by no one, then I'm sorry to tell you, you might not even go far. Someone has to be your motivation. And the other way around, as someone is your motivation, you also have to be someone else's motivation. I'm sitting here today, I know a lot of people look up to me, being a wife, a mom, a business entrepreneur, there's a lot of people look up to me, and I'm so glad for that opportunity. So as I'm sitting here as well, I look up to a lot of people. So in life, you have to look up to people, and people have to look up to you. That's how you get successful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You said something that brings my mind, and because you're an influencer, I'm gonna talk about it again. You said that social media, being consistent, very important. Putting out the work, whether you get the likes or not. So I saw something recently about if you have 50 views. So I can imagine we're more than 50 here. Are we close to 100 here? Yeah. Thereabouts. So imagine you getting 100 likes, which that means all of these faces, so to speak, on social media. Is that not something? Instead of still waiting to get 1,000 before you go ahead and do more.
Okay, so while I was saying what I said earlier, I said consistently. Before you can get 1,000 likes, you have to start from 100 likes. Only if maybe your father is a billionaire and then they posted you one day and said this is my beautiful daughter. Only if your mom is a celebrity and then she posted you one day and said, oh, my daughter is now on Instagram, my daughter is now on YouTube. So for you to get 1 million likes, I think you need to start from 10 likes. So whatever likes you have at the moment, you just, you check your highest like, what did I do? Why did they like this more than the others? Then you kind of channel your energy into what they like more. Do more of it. Channel your energy around that. I think you will grow more. And one day, just before you know it, I started going my personal page. I don't used to have a personal page. I've been in business for like 11 years now. I used to have business. I started my personal page 6 months ago, and I've been having 6 million views. Just 6 months, and I even have a deal already on my personal page. So I think it's just being consistent. Show up every day. Even if you are tired, just try to show up. You might not show up as much as you did yesterday, but make sure that you show up so that tomorrow you can show up better.
Thank you so much. And I think it's not just about, yes, please, a round of applause for her. And I think it's not just about showing up on social media, it's about showing up for yourself in real life as well. Because life will happen, life has to life, that's the way life is. But you loving yourself enough to show up, my mind it's coming up. Making that intentional decision to show up for yourself will count for something, because we don't just become millionaires overnight, we're millionaires overnight. So, Anita, one last word for our audience before we go.
The
last thing I want to say is I'm sure for us to all be here, we are doing amazing, great things. We have also in the past. What I'd say is amplify whatever you're doing. Let people know your story. We see men don't feel like, oh, am I acting too confident? Am I sharing too much? If you don't say, nobody will know. You need to be your own number one cheerleader. So keep tuning your own horn, keep amplifying whatever it is that you're doing.
Thank you so much. Any last words for us? Yeah, my house.
It means that your word it carries power. So whatever you want to say, speak it into life. And often, even when you don't believe, you just keep speaking and acting and it comes to pass. That's what she did.
Yes. Thank you so much. You're speaking into reality. And for me, my parting words is breaking barriers is about audacity, just like our ladies have said today. And it's about confidence as well. It's about putting yourself first. I always say this to myself and to other people that life will not say, Tewa, where are you? Where are you? Princess, where are you? Happiness, where are you? You have to introduce yourself to life. And that's where visibility comes in. Putting yourself forward. Breaking limiting beliefs. We all have limiting beliefs in our heads that are stopping us from moving to our next level. And listen, those limiting beliefs are not even true. They're things that you've concocted in your mind. And a belief is a thought you think over and over again till you believe it, till you convince yourself of it. So break down limiting beliefs. And let me say something. Leadership is not just a title. It's a mindset. So you have to know that you're shifting your mindset into a leadership position. Not because the world is not seeing you or because the world thinks you're a leader and you're not speaking up, but because you see yourself as a leader. So you have to put yourself out there. And it's also a movement and a responsibility. There's so many responsibilities that comes with being a leader. Followers look up to you. And like Happiness said, you have to, so as you have a mentor, people also, you also need to be a mentor to other people as well. So know that it's a responsibility. You have to be consistent, you have to be resilient, and you have to own your power. Thank you so much to our panelists, and thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you so much to our moderator and to our very amazing panelists. That was an excellently executed panel conversation. Thank you for sharing with us. We had a really good time. One more time, please give them a round of applause. Thank you. We've been talking a lot about audacity, and I do know that, so we're doing to present the gifts. And I know that sometimes women, we don't say nice things to ourselves. So I'm going to ask us to do something interesting. You will call your name and tell yourself you are proud of yourself. So let's do this. So I'm going to count down. So Mochibade, I am proud of you. That's my name. So everyone in the room will do it. We have an agreement. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Mochibade, I am immensely proud of you. Some people must tell you. You must tell yourself you are doing well. You are doing well. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, we will start to roll everything out, but I'll share some with you. We have some team members who will come to our tables right now. We'll scan the QR code. They will help us facilitate the membership registration, which will be very seamless, by the way. So just to be sure that we have team members on ground. Are they in the room? All right, great. So let's get on with it, right? So let me tell you a little bit about the membership club, the GA Elite Membership Club. Some of the benefits include you have access to global luxury concierge services, you have personalized travel management, you have private jet access, you have yacht and supercar rentals when you travel, you have exclusive networking and business privileges, so you have VIP entry to GA Elite event, any event at all, but of course you know we only do premium and exclusive events. You have private executive retreats, you have access to bespoke business matching. You also have access to elite lifestyle experiences, so golf and tennis classics. When you see all those men playing golf, it's a strategic networking platform, so make sure you sign up. There's cigar and fine wine nights, you have luxury fashion previews, you have premium financial privileges because there is the GA Elite Black Card. So it's not just a random black card, it's the GA Elite Black Card. You also have exclusive investment opportunities where you can gain insights to access high return investment portfolios in real estate, in tech, which is the new oil, and of course the luxury markets. You also have access to specialized wealth management. You have access to global recognition and branding. The world has become a global village, so you can't be left out of this recognition. You have access to GA Elite Member Spotlight, which is always featured in prestigious GA Elite Network magazine. You have access to brand visibility and GA Awards, premium positioning of members' brands at Africa's biggest awards for business excellence. You have access to direct high-value markets. You enjoy health and wellness privileges, luxury spa and wellness retreats, premium medical assistance. Should I go on? It's a lot. It is massive. For only one Naira or dollars.
And we have the barcode on screen, so you can actually scan the barcode.
Some of us, our earrings are called the price now. For just 1 million Naira, only. That's how many dollars? $600. So please make sure you sign up. We're asking everyone to please sign up. Our team members are going round to ensure that we sign up. If you're interested, if you'd like to do your quick transfer, we're here. We're on standby. Anything at all that you want. I'm not so that you will not say it's the MC that is obstructing you from scanning the QR code. See the QR code here. I've moved, so you can bring out your phones very quickly to scan the QR code, and it will enable you to register for the GA Elite Club membership. So for those who are interested, I'm sure most of us here are already members, but we know that there are some people that are not members already. So if you're not yet a member, please scan the QR code that is displayed on the screen. If the press and media team are obstructing you, I will clear them out right now because this is very important. We want you to be a part of it. Thank you so much. We'll give about 60 seconds for those who are completing registration form, and then we'll move on to the next activity, Victory. What do we have? We are launching something very special.
Yes, we are.
But before then, we are not just celebrating our convener, we're celebrating her for so many reasons. One, of course, she's the convener of this event. She's truly visionary, but she has dared to dream. She has dared to shine her light. And of course, by shining her light, she has enabled other people shine their lights as well. We'll start by reading her citation before we launch the book, because we do have a book that will be launched very shortly. I'm going to ask her to please rise as I read her citation. Thank you very much. I'd also like to crave your indulgence. So please lend us your undivided attention as we carry out this very special assignment.
So please bear with us. I think the code they have going around is the magazine. So you're also entitled to the code, the magazine code, because we have our sponsors there. We have some amazing interviews, and then of course, everyone that's getting their awards today, and some speech on the International Women's Day. So you're going to be getting like numerous codes. But for the Guy Elite Club, we'll rectify that immediately. Thank you.
She's not a first-time author, like we all know. We have some of our books here, and we will do a random giveaway because we're very nice people here at Guy Awards. We always just want to give things away. We understand the value of how much she has poured into these books, but just before then, we'll ask her a few questions about this book. So one of her books, we have some copies here, which she has already agreed to give out, of course, as giveaways. We have Against All Odds, Global Guy Awards Chronicle. She's, of course, documented a lot here. We'll ask her a few questions, maybe just one about this one and then one about this, and everything documented in this book.
Over the years, we've been championing the awards, the Guy Awards, for over a decade now, and we've celebrated a lot of people celebrating or championing excellence and leadership. So it was important that we document it, not just give them an award. So in the Against All Odds, you will see leaders, the likes of Somolu, Rhodes, we have Popojiwala, and many more leaders, that are championing legacy, excellence, and putting us on the African map. So you have their profile. I actually did like a lot of case studies on them. So it's something that you can also, Google or go to Wikipedia, and you will see their profiles, such that you know that they are deserving of the awards that we give. Yes, so that's the inspiration behind this book. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah, you also wrote another book. At least I was present at the launch of this one, on Grateful Souls. I mean, there's a question I want to ask you. When someone looks at your book, your titles, they don't look like what you're going to get when you read the book. What inspired your titles? Against All Odds, Ungrateful Souls. Who offended you?
Okay, so just like our amiable speakers, you see that every woman in this room have a story. Now, I have my own story, and I tell you, this book, I had to vent. I needed to also make, the young ladies coming up, that you don't have to, think about a guy or some sponsor before, you become who you can be, right? I have my lawyer here, please. let's appreciate my lawyer. Yeah, please, Mrs. Uche, please get up. She's one of the testimony. I remember every night, every day, I would call her. Oh yeah, this one, don't trust me. We need to write to this person. So when you read this book, you will know I have seen shaking. Yeah, you will know that I have been thrilled. I have been molded. What you're seeing today is not just today's work, right? You will see structure in this book. You will see strategy in this book for those that are looking to have their businesses. Now, you might think that the fashion business is different from every other business, right? All businesses are similar. You need to have the financial knowledge, you need to have operations skill, you need to have, even positioning your brand, you need to have some little PR skill. Thank God with the digital age now, right? Social media is free, you should promote your business and all of that. But this book is about, the experiences from customers, my employees, and all of that. right? And like I said, I had to vent, but you will learn a lot of structure from this book. So if you're getting it, this is an entrepreneur guide to success if you need that for your business. Thank you.
Thank you so much. She's giving us some copies to give out. So how do we
giving out these
give this out?
Especially, I'm even excited about this one where she went. I want to see, Dr. Princess doesn't look like she frowns at all. So I want to see how she frowns in this book. But these books have been autographed by her. So we'll be giving out these books. But you will not just collect the books. You will have to do something to get a copy. So we have certain questions. I and everybody has certain questions that we'll be asking you. And whoever gets the answers correctly will get a copy. Should we shoot?
Shoot.
All right. GA Awards has been in existence for a long time now. I was tempted to say how many years. Who can tell us what edition? Okay, what edition this event is? That should be simple. What edition is the GA Business Summit we are in now? What edition is this? This particular one. It's the first one. Please, a round of applause for her. I just started with all those stories so that will confuse us. But then, how long has GA Awards been in existence? How many years?
11.
I don't know mathematics. What? 11 years? 10 years? Who is sure? 10 years. 12. 12. A round of applause for our winner. 12 years. And this is the 13th year.
This is how you know the board of directors.
Yes.
They are very confident.
The ones that founded the awards together with Dr. Princess. Do you have any question for the ones with you?
Yeah, I'm a very nice person. The first person to answer. What day globally is International Women's Day celebrated?
Yeah, five.
Very easy.
What is the theme of today's event? Everybody.
Okay, what's the name of the street that the borough is on? Can you be sitting? Maya, collected.
You collected one now. Okay, we have someone here. Okay, we have someone here. She could be right. Okay, we'll give her one as well. Alright, so we'll give you one as well. You should be able to nod to your rap. Leading women, 10 times, very fast.
Let's twist it a little.
No,
leading women lead leaders.
No, leading women lead. Let's do leading women. Okay, we have one person here.
Leading women lead leaders.
But you need to try it.
Leading women lead leaders.
Leading women. It's okay.
This is how you look like my third debaters and kind of judges, accurate and Bama, you are a debater. Because you didn't miss it. Congratulations. You see? Dr. Princess Kelechi Ogene is a trailblazing visionary, celebrated entrepreneur, and passionate advocate for women's empowerment, sustainability, and innovation. She is the founder, executive chair, and group managing director of the G-Might Group Limited, a conglomerate with a profound impact on fashion, education, and business sustainability in Africa and beyond. Dr. Ogene's illustrious academic journey exemplifies her commitment to lifelong learning and excellence. She earned a bachelor's degree in industrial relations and personal management from the Lagos State University in 2010, laying a strong foundation for her leadership pursuits. Her quest for innovation led her to Lagos Business School in 2017, where she refined her creativity. She attended the prestigious University of Arts London, London College of Fashion in 2018, solidifying her influence in the global fashion industry. Dr. Ogene further distinguished herself academically by earning a master's degree in business administration from the prestigious Business School, Netherlands. This milestone further underscored her commitment to business excellence and provided her with advanced insights into global business management and strategy. Additionally, She enriched her global outlook by earning a certification in global business strategy from the China-Europe International Business School in 2024, positioning herself as a thought leader in global business development. She has also honed her expertise through executive programs at Harvard Business School, focusing on leadership and strategic decision-making. Her remarkable career is adorned with numerous accolades, including an honorary doctorate from Prowess University, Delaware, awarded during the Africa's Under 40 CEO Awards Summit in 2024, recognizing her exceptional contributions to entrepreneurship, leadership, and social impact. She has been named Enterprising Fashion Designer of the Year at the Green October event in 2017 and has received several other prestigious awards, underscoring her commitment to excellence and innovation. As the driving force behind the G-Mite Group Limited, Dr. Ogene has transformed the African fashion and business landscape through G-Mite Fashion Academy, G-Mite Foundation, and other strategic ventures. Under her leadership, the G-Mite Fashion Academy has trained and empowered over 5,000 women, equipping them with the skills to become successful entrepreneurs and leaders. Her efforts have made a tangible difference in addressing unemployment and fostering sustainable development. Dr. Ogene's work aligns seamlessly with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, particularly in areas such as gender equality, quality education, and decent work and economic growth. Through her foundation, she champions initiatives that uplift underprivileged women, offering scholarships and mentorship opportunities to ensure no one is left behind. Her visionary leadership and dedication to excellence have also earned her a place as one of Africa's foremost advocates for sustainable legacies. She inspires a new generation of leaders by integrating innovation, sustainability, and empowerment into every aspect of her work. Dr. Princess Kelechi Ogene is more than a leader. She's a legacy builder whose influence transcends industries and borders, proving that with resilience, innovation, and purpose, success knows no bounds. Her life is a work of testament to the power of dreaming boldly and actively, decisively, leaving a profound and lasting impact on the world. Leading ladies, may I present to you the iconic Dr. Princess Kelechi Ogene. A round of applause for her.
All right, so we're bringing up stage Emanuela to talk about the book.
Okay, so before I get to the book, please let's give a round of applause for our amazing Pavena. She looks so beautiful today. So yes, most of the women, I would say 60 to 70% of the women seated here today have been a great inspiration to a lot of young women out there. I myself am a testament to that. I think I'm one of the youngest people in this room actually. I'm 24 years old. But the people here...
Sorry, my mic was off, I'm 21.
Okay, well, Jibani is younger than me, but I'm still very young. So the women here have been the motivating factor and the reason pushing most of the young generation, such as myself, to do some of the things that we have done. I mean, I can start listing names of the Princess, of course, at the forefront of this conversation. Ujibade, Vicky, I mean, I can see TMO somewhere here, Mrs. Grace Ofure, and many others. I'm just saying this today, just so that you know that every single thing you do, you're leaving an impact in the life of maybe somebody that you don't even know somewhere watching you, that is taken from the examples that you're setting. So, on behalf of all the young women in here today, I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you for the impact that you're leaving and the things that you're doing in this generation. The generation remembers you and we will not forget you for all that you're doing for us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So those of us here who know Dr. Princess, the icon that Dr. Princess is, we know that she is a woman of excellence. I mean, Mojibane just read her biography and everything about it sang excellence. So she doesn't just talk the talk, she walks the walk, and she doesn't end there. She shows the people coming after her the way. This is the reason she has gone ahead of herself and done an amazing work with another written book, which is titled The 1 Year Fashion Designer. Now, I'm one of the people who were privileged to read this book just right now. I was able to quickly read the book before coming up on stage at this moment. And I must say, this book is such an amazing piece. You need to read it. This book is a testament that you can achieve all your dreams in just 12 months. I mean, it is a book which states that 12 months is enough to change passion or to transform passion to profit. So 12 months is enough for you to take your passion and make it profitable. She has put out all her wealth of wisdom in this book, and of course, like I said, it's such an amazing piece. Thank you, Dr. Princess, once more for this, and I'll hand over now to Mojibane for the book's bidding. Thank you.
All right. Before we officially unveil this book, authored by Dr. Princess Kelechi Ogene, the 1 year fashion designer.
That's more like it. That's more like it.
Thank you so much.
So after the count of 3, we're going to start the launch with an amazing amount, because I know that we have big women here. So we're going to start this launch in the name of God, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, because we want people to dip their hands into their pockets and break our room. Alright? So we start in the name of God the Father,
the Son,
and the Holy Spirit. Alright. So we're starting the launch of this book, the bidding rather, with the sum of 1 million naira. A round of applause, leading women. We have women.
I think what's happened is they're like 1 million naira.
1 million is too small.
Start from 2 million.
Okay, let's start from
women in the room.
Okay, start from 3 million.
We don't want to insult you, but let's just say it as 1 million. Let's just say.
And Dr. Princess said she's the first, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have the honor of giving our first bidder the microphone to launch the 1 year fashion designer. Please, a round of applause. All right.
My name is Titi Alikoye and I already know the company. I already launched with 500, so we'll add 500 to make it 1 million.
That's how we launch the book. It's very demure boys.
I think Mama wants to launch as well. She was passing the microphone.
If you're sure, you can just scribble. We have pens.
No, she has connected the microphone.
Okay.
Oh, you want to write it down? People that have money, you don't shout.
Yeah, I told you.
She just wants to write it down.
A piece of paper.
Writing. But she's going to write 5 million naira. Just watch out. Watch out.
The way she held that pen is
watch out. Watch out.
The pressure is getting worse.
Watch out. Watch out.
There's a very
wow, she's launching with a sum of 200,000. Thank you very much.
I need to say something. Live aspiration, when I get to testimony, is in the book. You know, from when they joined the academy and now they are bosses. So if you're looking to make your outfit, Live aspiration, you also have an academy, right? And then you have the ready-to-wear brand. And then adding is this fold and also ready-to-wear. Please let's give them a round of applause. I mean, when you start and you're able to transfer knowledge, and then see people take that path and become successful, you know you have done the right thing. So I'm so proud and honored to have them here. They are looking like our girls now.
Alright, let's go. You cannot be hiding here. Something is drawing me to these people. This is the thing that is drawing me. She's taking the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen. Listen.
Drum rolls.
Drum rolls. Let's go. Who's
taking notes, please? Thank you very much. 500,000 naira.
Okay, well, because we have to move on, we'll do about one more minute. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to get it because you're like 10 years.
He said you want to translate. I need, where's my account number, please? This is village people. I don't understand. Eh? He's on the screen? No, my account number is on the screen. No, yeah. PA, Mama is looking for you. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you to everyone. I know that some people don't like public display of finances. We get it, we know, because even me as a billionaire, I won't launch things, but I'll just write a little note, so I understand. But we've helped you by putting the account number on the screen, just in case this pillar that is beautifully decorated is obstructing it. I will read out the account number so we can move on to the next panel conversation. It's a Wema Bank account. It's GA Awards Limited. 01237-68991. I'll take it again. It's a Wema Bank account, and if you're interested, please take it down. You can take a picture as well, just in case you can't see it. I will assist you to read it out. 012.
Lighting us and giving us soft landing, everything we do. So, Incel Holidays, please, let's give them a round of applause. This is actually about Incel Holidays, travels and tourism. So for every GA Elite member, if you want to travel for your ticketing and all of that, you will get 5% discount. And trust me, their ticket fee is unbeatable. So if you get maybe 1 million somewhere, just come and take your 5% from me. I will send them across to you. So Incel Holiday, travels and tourism, thank you so much for this amazing sponsorship. And then we have another boss, Titilayo Abikoe. Okay, please let's give her a round of applause. She's not just my friend, my former classmate, and a mentor as well. Taura Limited. Did I say it right? Diora. Oh, Diora. Okay. We'll not bite our mouth. Okay, so and then Heritage Medical and Spa. Thank you also for your sponsorship. They actually have 50 coupons. 50 coupons, free spa services, I guess. So we're looking forward to having one of the team just come say thank you. And keep launching, please. Make sure you do one of the books today. We have just 50 copies, and I want that book sold out today. Thank you. Otherwise, next time for this kind of event, I'll put gate fee. Here is free today. Yeah, thank you. So, leading to today's discussion topic on where are we going in terms of women leading and how the power dynamics is changing. Everyone, I guess, in this room is a leader in itself. Every woman in this room is a leader. But if we talk about total data, women starts well, but when it comes to leadership positions, we have very few women in those, CEOs, MDs, and in a position where they can lead a big team. So why this change? Why when, we have 50% of women existing on earth, when it comes to workspace, we have such a small number of women? What is it which is causing this barrier, right? And that's a big question which we need to ask ourselves, and we need to reflect that what we can do to bring our sisters forward, do things which can strengthen them and support them in each and every way which is possible. So I have a beautiful panel here, very powerful women sitting with me, and I have some questions for our beautiful, panelists. I'll start with Toke. Yeah, did I pronounce that correctly? Thank you. So my question to you, Toke, is, women are shaping culture, but are they truly leading it? What are the barriers still exist in decision-making spaces? And how does an elite network like the GA Awards Elite Club helps them?
So I feel, once again, I'll celebrate Princess again, and thank you so much for putting this together. And I want all the ladies to celebrate themselves. Thank you for waiting patiently. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you for the platform and the opportunity. I love to teach. I think that the gap is that women are nurturers, so we don't give the hard feedback necessary for leadership to truly thrive. And for you to have, like, if the men are not trying to be nice to the average man. So it's a dog, they know they are competing, it's a dog-eat-dog world, we are fighting each other, we want to get to the top, competition is thriving, everybody knows so we're getting. But women, we, in that nurturing thing, we're all trying to be nice to one another without realizing there's a goal. The goal is to get into the corner office. The goal is to win. The goal is to run the biggest companies that are possible. And we are busy trying to be nice, trying to not hurt other people's feelings, trying to not give feedback in a way that might be. I think it is important that when we talk about accelerating action for women to take leadership position, women truly need to lead and mentor others. It was mentioned earlier by a lot of our speakers, but when I say mentorship, I did a voice note to one of my top salesperson over the past, all through this year. She's been a top salesperson. I told her that she should post her sales report in the general group. I said no, she didn't want me to be jealous. Now my office is full of women, and I told her no, it's the way you explain it. You're not posting to flaunt, you're posting to inspire. And if they don't think it is possible, they will not do it. Because I need to see that it is possible, that someone here can make this kind of money, then I would aspire to make that same kind of money. So I reframed the situation to her and helped her to step into leadership and hold other people within the team to help them achieve what she has achieved. I am leading her, I'm mentoring her, I'm making her step into the position to mentor other people and raise them up to her level in delivering what is possible. You are not a magician, I told her, you're not doing anything different. You have some skills that they don't have, and you can teach them. They will remember you forever if you do that. That's the gap. That gap is that nobody is teaching someone to say, how I got to this office was because I went to Lagos Business School, I did this program, I joined this club, I was in Gaha Club, we don't have, Elite Club is coming in now. I'm in that club, I met this person, and in that conversation I had with them, I told them I wanted to be in this room, and the person opened the door for me. We don't get that breakdown. We just hear people say it is God, or, oh no, it's not, it's no big deal. But there are things that people can do to replicate that action. So we need to have more practical knowledge sharing processes between women. We need to stop being excessively nice and sugarcoating the truth to one another, because when decisions are being made, it is not made from the point of being nice. It is made based on results. So if you know a woman who is not delivering results, let her know she's not delivering, she can step up. Straight up. Don't sugarcoat it. You need to step up. Your video needs to get better. I sent my mentor a message. I said, ma'am, you need to do makeup. Your makeup is not looking. I sent it to her. I said, you are finer than this video I'm seeing. Your wig is not being turned well. Turn your wig. Do your makeup. She's my mentor. I knew she could do it. Something just happened. Maybe I think her PA left. There was a change, and she just went into doing, like, let me just continue. I said, no, we're not this level anymore, because they are judging us on a higher level. And she was grateful for it. We are still bestowed till now. But if I didn't give her that feedback, and everybody is talking behind her back that the makeup isn't good or the hair wasn't looking good, we're not helping each other to achieve success. So let us give accurate feedback and break down the steps with which we are using to achieve success, because all of us have one head, which means the left person behind you can equally achieve success. So stop feeling like you're too special, which is what we like to feel like. My company is a billion naira company. She can have a billion naira company if you show her the way. It is sweeter when all of us have $1 billion company than when only one person has a $1 billion company. So don't hide it. Don't feel like it's one get thing you're doing. Open the door, open the room. We can all sit at the table and we'll all be happier for it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What a beautiful thought. What a beautiful thought. Inspire each other with your own story. Give the true feedback and ask them to step up when they need that. Thank you so much for sharing that thought today. That's really, really nice. I will go to my second panelist today, Ms. Eminent. And my question to you is, what do you think is the biggest mistake which businesses make in sales? And how can elite professional network like this can help women master the high value selling?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my princess, for this opportunity. Good evening, everyone. So I think one of the biggest mistakes a lot of business owners make in sale is the focus more on selling their products and services than on focusing on what their customer actually desire, what their customer actually need, the pain points of their customers. And when they focus like this, they don't pay attention to the relationship they are supposed to nurture with these customers in order to bring repetitive transactions. All right. So the reason why a lot of business owners struggle is because they focus more on telling people about the features of their products, the features of their services. And when they do this, they fall into the trap of not building the necessary relationship they need to cultivate the lead generation, what we call customer acquisition. Because as much as you're bringing in new customers to your business, those that have bought from you, a lot of us tend to neglect them, forgetting that you can have a repetitive transaction with these people, and these people can refer you. Because just like I think it's the other speaker, she said people do business with people they know, they like, and they trust. I get a lot of business owners coming to my DM, I need visibility, I need sale, I need that. The first question I asked them, what's your marketing process like before you met me? And many of them said not. And I was like, you can't get visibility, you can't get sales without marketing. Now, when they say marketing, a lot of business owners are so eager to go after new customers, forgetting their old customers, that they need to nurture those relationships, they need to do follow-up. Because I tell people the function of every business is seen in follow-up. A customer needs to come in transaction with you at least minimum of 15 times before they make a decision, because every customer are on different levels of their KLT with you. For example, a customer, there's something I call the larger market formula. It's like a triangle divided into 4. The first tip of the triangle is between 1 to 3% of the hot customers that are ready to buy, and guess what? The entire world is gunning for them, and it's all about survival of the fittest, he who has the highest money for marketing. But now there's a group of people, the 17%, the second section, that say, okay, I know I need your service, I know I need your product, but I need to go do my research. Many business owners forget those people. They don't even pay attention to them. There is another 20%, the third group in the triangle, that say, I don't need this. They are not even aware that they need your product. A lot of business owners forget this group of people. And there's a 60% people that don't even need your product at all. So you keep wasting your money trying to sell to them when they don't even need it at all. So it's very important for business owners to cultivate this relationship that will help them nurture their leads, that will help them create a repetitive transaction. And in addition to that, the thing that can help, because we are women, there's this thing they say, you are supposed to be multitasking. Now, as a woman, I know how crazy it can be. They expect you to be a perfect mother, a perfect wife, a perfect business owner, a sister, everything just in one person. It can be crazy. Yesterday, I had a Muslim friend of mine that we were just sending her a message to give us a reply. She now lashed out on me and my staff. I knew it wasn't directly. I knew that pressure was coming from somewhere. So another mistake a lot of business owners make is they are having issues in their marketing strategy. They are having issues in their sales automation, because today everything is digital. Everybody wants to make money online. But a lot of business owners, when they start having a lot of DMs coming, sales coming, sometimes they go mad. They don't have that system that can help them streamline their sales process, automate the processes in a way that they can scale their business, make more money without going mad. So what they need to do is to set up a system, an automation system that can streamline their business process, streamline their customer acquisition, where the customers come into their business every day without them being actively involved in the process, and also a process that helps them nurture the relationship with their customers through email marketing. Because forget, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok is a big platform. They can sack you anytime. They can ban your account and you start crying. Now, what do you do to harvest? What system do you have to harvest customers from this platform to your personal list as an email list, which is your own property, your WhatsApp list, which is your own property, or even build a community. A lot of people are forgetting to build community, and that is what today's business is all about. So one thing I'm grateful about this platform is through the Girl Elite Professional Circle provides women with platform like this, where you gain access to valuable resources, you gain access to mentorship, just like she said, experts teaching you, showing you the strategy, showing you, just like a lot of women have said here, they share their real life experience where you can learn from them, see their step-by-step of what they do and do with them. Also, it gives you the ability to network with people. When you network, you tend to learn people's strategy, you tend to learn new sales tactics, you tend to learn quite a lot of things, and even gain access to new clientele. I was here with a friend of mine. She was telling me that she needed someone that teaches about something, and immediately I talked with another person, and she told me that's exactly what she was doing. I was like, see your customer here. So she just got a new customer just by being here, by what? Networking. So I believe when you join this platform, this club, I believe that you gain access to not only the mentorship that can provide you with the emotional intelligence for you to uplift your brand, and also enhance your marketing and sales strategy in order for you to meet up with the demand in the competitive world. And at the same time, you gain access to networks, you gain access to invaluable materials. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I think I 100% agree that we as women, we have the strongest trait of empathy, and leveraging on the trait of empathy, women can do wonders if they go and do the sales with empathy, understand the customer more. Second point you said is about upgrade yourself in terms of technology, understand what the AI is doing, what the technology is doing to enhance your sales. And the final point is to join the elite club to enhance your network. Thank you so much, Eminent. That was wonderful. I will go to my third panelist today, Kiki. You yourself are multifaceted. You do so many things. You're a serial entrepreneur. So my question to you is that, women entrepreneurs, they face unique challenges when they do business, right? And if they want to scale their businesses, what are the most critical shifts which is required in a woman's psychology to take up space in the high-scale business sectors? What is your view on that?
Thank you very much. Good day, everyone. And again, thank you for waiting till this time. I've listened to a lot of amazing speakers, and it's been so amazing. Now, when you talk about taking space as a woman, I mean, the one thing that we've said all day is audacity. You've got to be courageous. A lot of us are so scared of failing. Scare of failure has stopped a lot of people. And if you want to not just take space, but own the space, you have to be audacious. You have to go out there and do what you have to do, regardless. What if you fail? What if? It doesn't matter. But what if you don't fail? What if that decision you make today makes you, the better version of yourself? What if you are absolutely sure? What I ask myself is, if I'm absolutely sure that if I give my best to this, it's going to work out, what am I going to do? I'm going to go out there and do it. And then I go out there and give my absolute best to it. It's not always going to work out, but you have to put yourself out there regardless. And I'm saying this not because it's a cliche, but because so many times I have fallen. And I say this all the time to encourage people that I'm one of those people that have jackpot twice and jackpot twice. And yeah, the first jackpot was not by choice. It was being removed from a country for overworking. And I've spoken to a lot of people in this world, and everyone says they removed it because you were overworking. But when you have a student visa and you are supposed to work 20 hours and you're working 60 hours, and when that happened, everything that I had built over the years, I lost in just one day. And because of that, life happens to you and you feel like that's it. But you have to pick up the pieces of your life back. Regardless of where you find yourself, you are on a journey. And
everything that has happened to me in the past few years have made me who I am today. And I look back, I'm like, wow, thank you, and thank God I had to go. I needed a disruption. And a lot of women, when we face challenges, we feel like that thing has come to destroy us. But maybe that thing has come to redirect us. And as a business person, if you're into business, you feel like what you're doing is not working, ask yourself, are you doing it right? Are you even doing what you're supposed to be doing? I started my fashion business about 10 years ago. And this is from someone who, at a point in my life, I only had 2 outfits, to owning a fashion brand. It is possible. It is achievable. Earlier this year, I mean, she is definitely walking the talk. She came in today and she's like, you started a new business earlier this year. In Nigeria, I am the first one printing fabric. I am printing my fabric in Nigeria. You don't have to go outside Nigeria to manufacture your own unique fabric. And I saw a need, just to buttress your point, I saw a need. It wasn't about what I wanted to do, it was about what do we need in the economy right now, in the society. What are the needs that we have in the fashion brand? And then I went all out. I did it afraid. It was scary because it wasn't cheap. But in the past 1 month that I started, I can tell you this for a fact. I've started asking myself why it took me this long to start. And yes, in the room here today, 3 women have taken my number to order because one other woman mentioned me to her and said, you actually need her. So women are doing it. We need to applaud ourselves. We need to be proud of how far we've come. It's not easy. We've been told since when we were little that, you know, dim your light. And so we're now being intentional about the things we do. We're now telling women, no, we're not just here to take space. We want to own it. So you have to let your light shine. It is not time for you to get into the room. How have you networked today? How many people have you actually exchanged contact with? When men enter into the room, they're talking about $1 billion contracts. What have we done here today? I mean, opportunities will always come up. Princess Ogene has brought amazing women here today. But are you taking it? Are you owning it? What are you doing with it? A lot of us are looking so pretty. I mean, walk around. Walk around. Introduce. You're too fine to be sitting. Introduce yourself. Tell people what you do. Because let me tell you, no matter what you do in the room today, someone here actually needs your services. Someone here needs you. So why are you trying to be? And I've heard women say, oh, I'm shy. Oh, I don't want the camera on me. Why? Why would you not want the camera on you? You have not come all the way. You've not done all the things you have done to now dim your own light. A lot of times, it's not other people stopping us. It is us stopping ourselves. And we need to stop that. When we get into rooms, we need to own it. We need to take it. So as a business person, I want to encourage you. Go out there, collaborate. Collaboration is the new money. Collaborate with people. Speak up. Let the world know the light that you carry. And then speak up. And don't be afraid to fail. A lot of people, people are going to laugh at you. What if they laugh at you? What does that do? Let them laugh. But go out there and do it. It is better to try and fail than for you to have the regret of never trying. If I'd never tried printing fabric this year, I mean, I'm here and I mean, we were at an event together a few days ago. Everyone loved the printing. So let's just go out there and do what we're supposed to do, because nobody is coming to save us. You have to get up and save yourself. You have to do what you need to do to achieve your goals. You have to dream. Imagine the life that you want. A lot of us don't have imagination. So if you can't dream of what you want, how then do you go out there and take it? So my mentor asked me that, what does being rich or being successful mean to you? And it took a while for me to go back and say, what does it actually mean? Because if you don't know what it means for you to be successful, how then do you go ahead and achieve those things? Or even know if you're on track or you need to retrace your step. So business entrepreneurs, I want to encourage you. You've come this far. Well done. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of myself. I'm so proud of all the things that I've achieved. I am so proud of all the things that you have achieved. But please, there's still more inside of you. This is not the end. You are just on a journey. So you need to keep showing up and being the better version of yourself on a daily basis. I want you to know that we are rooting for you. We're championing you. And platforms like GAH, I mean, when she told me about the Early Club, I was like, you know what? It is about time. People are putting platforms together. But if you don't get into the room, nothing is going to happen. Or you get into the room and then you still dim your light. Nothing is going to... I mean, that is a disservice to yourself. So I just want to encourage everyone that there's more that you can do regardless of where you are right now. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep winning. And I will see you at the top where you belong. Thank you.
I think your message is loud and clear. Just don't be scared. Take the first step if you haven't done so far, and if you have taken the step, go ahead and go all out. So thank you so much to Kiki and to all our panelists today for sharing your experience and encouraging the women sitting in this room and beyond, because this message is going to go all out on all the social media platforms. So I'm sure a lot of us will be watching us and will be inspired to do better in their life. Take the chances which they need to and get what you deserve to get. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was our penultimate panel discussion. We have one final conversation before we proceed to the awards presentation today. Please follow us on all of our social media platforms. It's GA Elites, GA Awards on social media. Please follow us. Just type GAH Awards. All the related accounts will pop up. Please follow us on social media. We are begging. Thank you. Thank you.
So we also realized that a lot of people want to sign up today, but I guess it's network. We're having issues with the barcode. So please follow the GA Awards page, and then we'll also have your data. So we're going to be following up as well, after this event. Remember that we have a lot of events coming up even after now. We're having the golf tournament, we have tennis tournaments as well. And my most important one for me, Siga night. Right? So I'm looking forward to hosting you all again. So we have the last panelist session and then awards, and we're out. Thank you so much for spending your day with me today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I allow one of our, please make welcome Uchenna Award, LLB, MBA, ACIS, GAH. Thank you. Alright, so our first panelist to join her is the founder of Oil Perfumes Nigeria. She's a Nigerian entrepreneur and Big Brother Niger Season 9 star, a first-class graduate of Business Administration from Nnamdi Azikiwe University. She founded Perfume Hive Nigeria, a thriving perfume brand in Lagos. Please make welcome Nyamaka Mary Nwafo. A round of applause for her. Thank you. Alright, joining them on stage is the founder of Naija Brand Influencer. She's a top Nigerian brand, needs no introduction, a top Nigerian brand influencer, digital marketer, and CEO of Naija Brand Influencer. She has helped over 10,000 brands boost sales through creative ads and social media marketing. She was also recognized as one of the most promising brand influencer in West Africa in 2021 and a global peace ambassador. Please make welcome on stage Jennifer Etito. A round of applause for her. Thank you. Alright, we also have the founder and CEO of Capilicious Foods. Dr. Blessing Lawal Basharu is a distinguished professional chef, nutritionist, and food consultant who is renowned for her expertise in African African, and Oriental cuisine. We have on stage, thank you so much. We have one more person joining the panel. I just want
our convener. As beautiful as she is, that's how everything she does is excellent. She demands excellence in everything. And for everyone who's in this room today, I can tell you that she saw a bit of excellence in you for you to be in this room. It's an elite club, you know, and so let's clap for her. I would like to bring indulgence of the media, but please give space, you know, to the ladies sitting at the back to be able to see, you know, because they are complaining. Please, can you, yes, to sustain it. It's not just about, you know, breaking the barriers. It's not just about being in that business. What does it take to sustain this business? So today we're going to be listening to the panel. They will tell us what their challenges have been, what their strategies are for long-term, for staying in the long term in this in their business. And I will start with the first. I have a question for Tiana Dada. It's my pleasure to meet you, Tiana. You're the founder of T-Lock Rentals. Okay, my question is this. The event and luxury rental industry thrives on reputation, networks, and brand trust. How do women entrepreneurs in this space build credibility and scale their businesses in a competitive market? And how can we leverage on, you know, the elite club, you know, to be able to break into this? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Firstly, as a woman in any line of business, you need to have value. You need to have integrity. You know, you need to have this respect for yourself. These things don't shake you when you meet people in business, because you meet different people coming to your DM for business inquiry. Okay, for business inquiries. So you need to learn to communicate with people, and by this you also do not shake your integrity. Because now I've learned from my work that most people that come to my DM to patronize me are either people that are attracted to you, or they are attracted to your line of work, or they have to be an attraction, right? So you need to learn how to handle these people, right? So now you have to have a full knowledge of your business, because clients ask different questions. You must be open to welcome them, make them feel welcome, that they can ask you any question. You can educate them, because there are sometimes I meet people asking me weird questions, and I approach them calmly. I give a room for them to be able to communicate with me freely, you understand? So I also try to work and make sure that clients get value for their money. Most people in my line of work sit back. They give, yes, they sit back, they work from their phone. They work from their phone. They don't even know the location. When they give property, because we deal with Airbnb, car rentals, airport pickup, any luxury rental, right? They barely know location of where these clients, they barely know the location of where these clients are going. So this time call you, please, I'm here. You don't even know how to describe where this client is heading to. So I took my time to go for inspection on behalf of this client. I go to inspection, I call them on video call so they can see what they are paying for. So like this person makes me build trust. Clients build trust with me. They know that I'm real. Like because this business have a lot of scams. It has a lot of scam. People pay online. It's an online business. So there's a lot of scam. So I put my face out there on my page. I go on inspection, visit different properties. I reach out to house owners, please sir, can I be your property? I have clients that might be interested in your property to stay for some time. So I put this on my page. This builds trust. Now, when trust is built between you and your client, you become reliable. They rely on you for further businesses. They begin to refer you. Your reputation is your foundation. Clients trusting you is the process, right? Now, networking is the future, right? Because to stay in business, you must network no matter the knowledge you have. If you don't network, it's a waste. Now, this is where GAP comes in. It gives us a platform to network with other women in business, right? To collaborate, meet influencers, and I'm really grateful for this platform because honestly, don't let me lie, this is my first time I'm doing this, so there's a little pressure on me, and I'm just so thankful. I just feel this is like a stepping stone to greater things for me. I'm just really excited I'm doing this right now. I'm so grateful for this platform. Thank you for having me.
Excellent, that's wonderful. I think she said something really very key. Networking is the future. And really, it is indeed the future. I mean, among so many other interesting things you said, which integrity is very important in the business. And of course, you have to give value. I mean, without this, you really won't have a business. So you have spoken excellently well, even though it's your first time. That's lovely. Please, we would like to call on the women sitting at the back to please fill up the seats. If you can come forward. We know it's been a long day, but the media people won't let you see. We'd like you to move forward, so that we'll have a very cozy atmosphere. Thank you. I'm going to move forward to my next panelist. My next panelist is Nne Amaka Mary Wafo. I took time to pronounce your name. Okay, so she's a public figure. It's not often that you find public figures, in groups like that. So we'd like to hear from you. So my question for you is this. Women in the public eye often face scrutiny that shapes or stifles their influence. How do you navigate this while ensuring that women's voices are not just heard, but real change, can be brought by hearing those voices? And again, everything we talk about, we have to come back to that elite. How can, a community like this, be helpful for women's voices? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. I can't believe I'm talking today because I've actually been here since morning, before 10 a.m. and I'm so happy. I still got the chance to speak. Some of you may have seen me during the last season of Big Brother Naija, that's the season 9, and coming out of the house, the Big Brother house, I got into another dimension, I got into another world, another industry that I wasn't into before going into the Big Brother house. And I can't lie to you, it was overwhelming at a point. At the beginning, it was really overwhelming. But when you come out, there's this expectation, especially since you've been on TV, right? Because compared to like a normal person living their normal life, or even like a content creator, a normal content creator that is just creating content with their phones, you can't compare the expectations that people have when you compare it to someone that came out of a reality TV show like Big Brother Naija. Because people just expect that since you've been on national television, that means you are big, that means you have connections, that means you are like you are right? So when I came out, it was quite overwhelming, I won't lie. So I found myself trying to, live up to a certain expectations, trying to live up with a fake lifestyle, a perfect lifestyle, I would say. But there's this quote from Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, the renowned author. So she was speaking to students that were graduating at Yale Law School, and she said, and I quote, "Be skeptical of perfection because perfection is, amongst other things, utterly boring." So yeah, the longing for perfection would only hold you back, and it doesn't help any cause to start with perfection as your yardstick. And this stuck with me so hard because when I came out, I had expectation from even my family members, even my friends that knew me before I went into the house. They thought that maybe, just like I said earlier, they thought that I had connections now. They thought that I was a big girl now, so to say. But I know myself. I'm still very young. I think the lady on purple, she said she's like among the youngest. I feel like I'm the youngest because I'm 22 right now. I'm going to be 23 this year. So yeah, I know myself. I know the level that I've reached. Why would I start trying to be someone that I actually am not? Why would I try to live up to a certain lifestyle? Anybody that is that wants you to live up to a certain lifestyle, haven't they seen the price of things right now in the market? If you're trying to live up, oh my fans, oh my followers, what would they think if they see me wearing this low class? Haven't they seen the prices of things in the market? Because when you reach my turn to become celeb, everything don't cost for market. I don't understand. So what I had to do was take a step back, and I also would advise this to any young person in the public eye right now. Oh, sorry about that. Any young person in the public eye right now, I advise you to take a step back. And this is also something that I teach on my page right now, because I actually stopped trying to be perfect and I started becoming more authentic. So I took a step back and I had to define my values, redefine my values. Who am I fundamentally at my core? I did that, and I also had to define where I see myself going to. That's my goals. So for any young person that is trying to achieve great things, any young person that is in the public eye right now, I do advise that you take the same step. So take a step back, sit with yourself, and define your core values. What are the values that you use to navigate? What are the values you use to navigate the world? What are the values that you use to differentiate between what is right and what is wrong? You need to write them down. And then you also need to write down your goals, because if your goals are just still in your mind, then they're still an imagination. I'm so sorry, they're still imagination. They are not goals until you have written them plainly on paper or any digital device that you may prefer. Because even the Bible says in the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2, write the vision and make it plain on tablets so he who reads it may born. So even the Bible is telling you that you have to write your goals down. You have to write it plainly. If not, it's going to get misconstrued. It's going to get mixed up over time. And we don't want that, right? We are trying to make change. Young people, we are trying to make change. We are trying to create an impact. We're trying to inspire people that are around us. So we can't afford to, our dreams cannot be misconstrued, I mean. So we must write it down and make it very plain, so that nothing can make anything mixed up. And when you don't do this, when you don't write down your goals, when you don't write down who you truly are at your core, it leads to this psychological phenomenon called cognitive dissonance. So I was actually quite amazed when I found out about this, but it's a real phenomenon, and it happens when what you are saying every day and what you are doing every day is different from your fundamental beliefs. When you are acting differently from what you truly believe. So imagine me trying to keep up with a certain lifestyle that I know is not truly me. Please, we can't continue this way, especially when you're a young person in the public eye. You have to be authentic to yourself. Because authenticity is key, and when you behave otherwise, your authenticity is going to suffer. And we can't afford to do that. We can't afford, it's not going to help us make that lasting change that we need. So, when you start from that foundational level, because I think we all know this great saying, this popular saying, a great building cannot be without a solid foundation, right? And that's why you always have to start from that foundational level. It's actually something that I truly believe in, starting from the foundational level. And that is why you have to clearly define who you are as a person, then clearly define exactly where you are going to. What are your goals in your spiritual life? What are your goals in your physical life, your mental health? You have to clearly define everything, and remember, write it down on paper. And that is going to be the foundational base for you to be able to inspire everyone around you. It will ensure that you are, as authentic as possible. And trust me, you're going to start making that lasting change, that lasting impact that you like to be. And God Elite Club, oh my goodness. When I saw that Niger branch, I don't know if Niger branch is here, she here, because I saw that, I don't know if she's here, but I saw that she's part of the club. And when I saw it, I was actually quite elated because I've been following Niger branch for a long time, like since 2017, 2018 or so. And she hosts amazing fairs. So she helps to showcase small businesses on a global platform. But right now, before she was hosting fairs around states in Nigeria, helping small businesses make massive sales. If you come to her fairs, trust me. So she was helping small businesses nationally. Now she's actually taking these fairs globally. And honestly, when I saw that she was part of the Guy Elite Club, I was so elated just because if I get to meet her, just imagine getting to meet her and getting to rub minds, getting to like tap from her mind, asking her questions, because she's walking the path that I actually see myself walking in the future. So just being around great minds that are all the great minds in the Guy Elite Club, in elite networks like Guy Elite Club, I mean, it's superb, and the benefits cannot be overemphasized, trust me.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, in conclusion, the Guy Elite Club, okay, barcodes. Please, everyone here, try to join the Guy Elite Club. Follow us on social media, find us on social media, follow the Guy Elite Club, it's very important. So what I hear from you is being in the public eye can be quite intimidating, and if you're not careful, you can lose yourself. So you have to make sure you know who you are, your core values. However, you said something quite phenomenal. It opens new doors for you, and so that's very important. All right. So we're going to make our discussion a little bit faster, yes, because a lot of time has gone. So I'll be speaking to Dr. Blessing. Dr. Blessing Lawal Bashori. She's the founder and CEO of Cabilicious Food. One of the panels before now, one of the panelists was talking about being audacious. And we've heard a lot about authenticity, and all the like. My question to you is, the food industry is highly competitive, and standing out requires more than just great products. What are the biggest challenges women face in scaling a food business, and how do strategic partnerships and networking help?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm happy to be here today.
Okay, I'll come again. My question.
No, I am a person. So when let me start with giving a brief introduction about myself. I am a nutritionist and I used to work with Ignite Healthcare. I do health presentations for officers. I do a health presentation for policemen, armies, and custom officers. That's majorly the kind of people I talk to. So after a while, after marriage, I had to sit back and ask myself, like, is this what I want to do? And I used to have passion for catering. So, and coming into the food industry, I didn't just want to go as a regular caterer that everybody knows. So I went back to my drawing board, I spoke to my husband, and I told myself that before going into this, yes, I'm a good cook. I cook at home and everybody likes my food. So that was when I discovered that yes, I need to take this a bit further. I went to a catering school and I went to Reddish Chronicles. And after coming out from Reddish Chronicles, I went back to my drawing board and I had to sit back and say, okay, how do I want to go about this? Coming out from Reddish Chronicle, you're expected to just go and probably submit a CV with big restaurants and they will take you because you're coming from that place. But I had to sit back, no, this is not what I want. I want to build a brand, I want to build myself. And that was how I started my business. And I registered my Instagram page. Sincerely, I don't know anybody. I used to tell myself, I do not know anybody. I started as just me. I do not know who to talk to. I don't even know the first person I would even render my services to. And I started with my Instagram page. I opened my Instagram page and I started posting. I cook in my kitchen, and I post on a daily basis. This is the food I cook for my family, but we put pictures with the knowledge I have from the school. That was how I started, and before you know it, somebody entered my DM one day and she was like, I would like to, I don't have any picture of any catering for anybody on my page. But she believed in me and she said she wants me to cater for her event. And I'm like, oh. And that was it. The event was for 80 guests and we did excellent. And that day, I rented almost everything I used for that event. I rented everything. I could not have. I couldn't even afford to buy a plane. And that was it. I did that event and it was successful. The woman dashed my staff money. And when I went back to my own place, I told my husband, this was it though. And that was how we started. We have a van. My husband bought that van for something else entirely. And that was how we converted the van into the main business. And that is still the van I'm using up since then. God has been faithful. But why I'm saying this is because I know what I want. I went back to my drawing board and somebody could see that, yes, this person can do this thing. That was why they could trust me with your event. And after that event, I have realized that one major thing that's kept me going is referrals. So if you do a job well, that client will refer you to other clients. If you do an event well, even some of the guests that eat the food will say that, oh, somebody catered for an event I went to, I would like you to cater for this. I will tell you, and this is it, I make the best Chinese. If you've ever gone to an event and you've eaten Chinese, come and try delicious food Chinese. You will not want to eat, you complain when you eat all this. But this is because I've been able to create this, I've been able to make this my niche, and even if you hired an Oloko, so to say, you will still need my service because you want that touch in your event. So going back and creating something different from what people are already used to. If you go to my page, you'll see my serving points. It is not just the regular putting serving on the table. It is with flowers, lightnings, and all the rest of them. So all those things will make you stand out. And people, even if they've not tasted your food, but the fact that they're seeing the pictures, they're seeing the settings, they want to come and try it. And when they come, the fact that they're not disappointed is enough reason to keep going. And that is what has been keeping us in business. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Capilicious. It's been nice to taste this your Chinese that you have so told us about. Okay, so what I hear from you is that you believed in yourself and you put yourself out there. So that's the message you're passing across to women. Believe in yourself and put yourself out there. And of course, anytime GA Elite Club calls, come around because you can be sure you'll find somebody you will cater for here. So we're going to go on quickly to Jennifer Etito Oyubu. She's an art expert and a dance coach. Maybe after now, all of us will, buy some dancing shoes. Okay, so my question is this. Influence is the new gold. And it is a very powerful currency, especially in today's digital and creative economy. How can women take advantage of personal branding, digital art, and community engagement to turn their expertise into a sustainable business?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you so much to the convener, Princess Ogene. I admire you a lot. You're a strong woman and you're so beautiful. Anyways, let me just be very fast. I'm this person that I have a story to tell. Like I'm sitting down here, I'm marveled because a few years back, as of 2021, I was still earning 50,000 naira salary. Yes, I was working in a startup organization. And I'm here today and I'm like, wow, am I really sitting down here? Am I really a millionaire? Like what is going on? Anyways, I had failures, Coming up, I had failures. I worked in an organization where I was earning just 50,000 naira. While I was there, I was seeing the way social media was really making waves. I was like, I would love to be a social media influencer. I'm seeing people are making money. I would love to make money like this. So as I was there, I was learning so many courses online. I was building myself, building my brand until I resigned in 2022 to face my brand full time. And I would say it's been really wonderful. It didn't happen automatically. It was a process. I started building my brand. I became so consistent.
I was posting regularly. All of a sudden I went viral. I was seeing people coming to my DM. I was like, what's going on? Brands started reaching out to me for collaborations, influencing. I started making so much. As of 2021, I made my first million on social media. And I was making 1 million naira every month, 2021. I was like, wow, there's so much money on social media. I became so serious in it. Guys, I'm sorry to use that word, but let me tell you something. I've been a severe failure. Like, I lost my business. I started very early at the age of 22. I was a makeup artist. I got married. I lost everything. I lost my marriage. I lost my business. So I was back to square one. I had to go back to start, looking for a job. That was when I got the job where I was earning 50,000 naira. And I grew myself from nothing, from a nobody. I asked myself, and I was like, what was I going to do? Like, I have to start from the scratch. Like, what's happening? I don't have any money. I don't have any business anymore. And being in this position right now, I'm surprised. I'm like, am I in the future? What am I doing here? I remember then I would cry. I would wake up, I would cry. I would like, what's going on? Like, he's someone that started early. I finished my master's at the age of 23. I started early. I had my own makeup studio in Abuja and Benin City at the age of 22. I was doing very well. And I got married and everything went bad. So starting afresh all over again, having a child, struggling financially, and I'm sitting down here in front of beautiful, amazing women. It's an accomplishment. And I know, Mrs. Ogene, I don't know what you saw in me, but I know that you saw something very marvelous in me for you to bring me here to come and speak to beautiful women out here. And I would say that social media is a very powerful tool. If you can be consistent, if you can, if you know what you want. Everybody uses social media. Social media is like part of our lives right now. And if you can use your phones, if you can be consistent, if you can face the camera, if you can just remove shyness and just do what you need to do, be authentic, trust me, in no time. Like I said, I started from a nobody. And see me right now, I have over 400,000 followers on Instagram, on Facebook. I have almost 200,000 followers. I'm very popular and I make so much money on social media. So I would say, please be consistent. As women, we can strive. We can strive. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jennifer. That is very motivational. What I hear from you is that every day is a fresh new start. Don't ever think that it's all over for you, and then be consistent in everything you do. Again, we thank our convener, Dr. Princess. I call her GMD. I call her GMD. And she's not a gatekeeper. That's one thing I know for her to be. She opens the doors for everybody. As you can see, this panel, we have the very established ones, we have the people growing in business, we have the startups also who have reached a certain level. So she's brought everybody together to come and eat from the same table. It's amazing. Please, let's clap again for her. She's an amazing, amazing woman. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Dr. Kelechi.
Thank you so much for moderating that power panel. Thank you. You did call it a stellar one, and indeed it was. Everyone had a unique story to share. Thank you for being truly, truly inspirational. All right, we'll have the gift bags distributed. We'll take pictures very quickly with our convener, and then we will invite. The gift bags are here. Etito Oyubu. Congratulations to you, Jennifer. All right, this is the IWD Entrepreneurship Leadership Award for 2025, and it's presented to Tope Mark Odige. A round of applause for her. Please remember, do not leave. We want to take a group picture with all the recipients so that we have this memory for the future. A good family picture will be nice. All right, we have the IWD Manufacturing Excellence Award, and it's presented to Nnamaka Mary Nwafo, founder of All Perfumes Nigeria. Congratulations. Nnamaka, you're coming this way. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Maybe when you send it to me, I'll send it to you. So first five, we can take the first five. So we need to first five.
All the recipients so far, can you please make your way to the stage for a quick family picture? Thank you. Everyone quickly.
First five, and come.
Congratulations to all the recipients so far. Very well done, well done. All right, we're moving on very quickly to the IWD Iconic Voice in Women's Empowerment 2025, presented to Kiki Okewale. Congratulations to you, Kiki. So the second set, once we take a particular number and presentation, please you come up quickly for a group picture. All right, this next one is for the IWD Media and Journalism Excellence 2025, presented to Azuka Ogujuba of Media Room Hall. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you, ma'am. The next recipient is the IWD Sustainable Fashion Business Icon. The IWD Sustainable Business Icon 2025, presented to Eminent Augusta Ihezuo. Congratulations, Eminent. Please don't leave yet. We'll take family pictures before you go. So everyone after Kiki. Congratulations, the IWD HR Professional of the Year, presented to Dr. Omon Odike. Congratulations. All right, can we have everyone from Kiki, everyone who received after Kiki, so we'll take a quick group photograph and then we'll move on to the next set. Congratulations. Madam Azuka, please, you are required to be on stage. Thank you. Congratulations to all our recipients so far. All right, the next is for the IWD Business Excellence and Growth for 2025. And this is presented to, this is for the IWD Business Excellence and Growth 2025, presented to CEO Diora Partners Concept Limited, Titi Layo Abikoye. A round of applause for her. Congratulations, ma'am. The GA Awards IWD Humanitarian Award for 2025 is presented to the founder, Exquisite Magazine, Dr. Tewa Onosoya. A round of applause for her. Make some noise for Dr. Tewa Onosoya. Cultural Heritage Advocacy for 2025. This is presented to SSA Governor of Osun State, Nigel Bakari. A round of applause.
The CEO herself, Azuka.
Congratulations to everyone, every leading woman. Congratulations on your recognition. We promised you all right, we have an IWD Outstanding Filmmaker and Storyteller for 2025, presented to Ms. Rachel Obuna, who is an actress, producer, and filmmaker. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. The applause is dropping. Congratulations, congratulations, celebrate. Thank you so much, ladies. In a few minutes, we'll be wrapping up. We just want to tidy up the awards presentation. We'll take the vote of thanks and we can continue with the rest of our evening. Thank you so much, ladies, for spending your day with us. Thank you for being a part of this conversation. a few minutes, we will take a vote of thanks and we will leave the room open for networking, taking pictures. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this event. Thank you for being a part of this conversation. All right, we have an IWD Hospitality Leader for 2025 presented to the founder of T-Lux Rentals, Ms. Tiana Dada. Congratulations. First time speaker, receiving an award, but you did speak well. We're very proud of you.
Okay. We also have the IWD Best Social Impact Entrepreneur 2025, presented to the founder PCOS Conquerors, Shay Amao. Congratulations.
All right, we have for IWD Culinary Excellence Award 2025 presented to the founder and CEO of Habilicious Foods, Dr. Blessing Lawal Bashoru. Congratulations, Dr. Blessing.
So we also have the IWD Outstanding Consumer Brands 2025 presented to Adeze Chioma, the founder and CEO of Meat Lovers NG. Is she here? Congratulations!
Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, for the finals, the last set, please can we step out very quickly? Yes, we definitely have up to 5. All right, if you haven't joined the family picture and you've received your plaque, please come up stage. All right, we have someone joining this picture. Hold on, press and media. Hold on, hold on. Your biggest smile, your happy smile, happy faces, congratulations, iconic leading women. All right, we have for Miss Jennifer Ozobodo, congratulations, the best fashion designer, fashion design, styling and consulting. Miss Jennifer Ozobodo, congratulations to you. Congratulations.
Hey girl. Smile. Smile, girl.
All right, we have the IWD Ethical Leadership in Law 2025 presented to Emanuela Daniel. Congratulations.
Oh, you need to come over.
Okay. So we have the IWD Excellence in Law and Corporate Governance 2025 presented to Idowu Okoro Badero LLB, the head of legal Ridgewell Construction Co. Is she here? Congratulations.
All right, we have IWD Community Development Leader 2025 presented to Oluwaseun John Stephen. Oluwaseun John Stephen, if there's a representative here, please come up.
You follow them.
Chukupere Sarah Ujungwa.
So we have the IWD Sustainable Consumer Goods Leader 2025, Sheon Fumi Lawal Adeyemi. Is she here? Congratulations! Congratulations!
We have an award for IWD Beauty Industry Innovator presented to Anita Uka. I know she was here earlier, but if there's a representative to...
We're talking about careers and breaking through in this industry, being women, and the struggles we face, trying to not necessarily compete, but we have to make our voices heard, and we have to stand out. So we are going to talk about breaking barriers. Isn't just about showing up. We know that. It's about leading with audacity. Today, we're not just discussing success, we're redefining power. Let's talk about the real challenges women face in leadership, wealth, and influence, and how elite networks like GA Club are shifting landscapes. I will start with you're all beautiful by the way, so I'm just going to say beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 3 times. So we'll start with Amon, she's in the middle. I know you as Amon, so I'm sorry. Dr. Amon. She's the CEO of You Connect, a great entrepreneur. And she has a show on YouTube as well, you guys need to go check it out. CEO of You Connect Human Resources Limited and Great Jobs NG. So Omar, there is a view that women remain underrepresented in high stakes investments and corporate management. What's keeping the gap, you think, that wide? And how do networks like GA Elite Club ensure women don't just sit but lead on the table when it's necessary?
Thank you very much for having me here today. Happy International Women's Day. I know we've come to the end of the month, but for me, I always say International Women's Day runs through the entire year. Do you agree with me? Yes. So, listening to what you have just said, we've been having all these talks, we've been having all these discussions, and I'm sure everybody who has been on social media, who have been able to attend most of this event for International Women's Day, you see, everybody's talking about being inclusive, having women in leadership roles, having women take on the mantle of power and investing, so many things about women, encouraging women to move forward, encouraging women to take on the mantle, be intentional. And if you notice the topic or the theme of this year is accelerate action. That's a clarion call. That's an action word. It's not like the past things, which was just International Women's Day, we're celebrating women, but this is a call to action. And have you ever wondered why there's a call to action this year? Do you understand the fact that if you read the United Nations position on women in leadership roles, women leading businesses and entrepreneurship, you'll find out that they have they have come up with a statistics that says that before we can bridge the gender gap, it will take 137 years. Go and read that information, yes. The United Nations has provided the statistic. It will take 137 years for us to bridge the gap between men and women in anything. So you can see why that topic is really, the theme is really, really and it's a very anxious, very, like compelling thing to say, move, we don't have time. But of course, we know we will start it, but we will definitely not finish it. Our children and our children's children will definitely be the ones to finish it. So going back to your question, you said, what has caused that gap? I mean, it's very evident. One of the things in Nigeria and African nature is culture. Culture is our biggest reason why we have this disparity. I mean, when you look at so many, it transcends across different cultures, so it's not a particular tribe. The Igbos do not allow women to inherit except if you have a male child. The Hausas do not allow women to take on investment, houses and business except it's the firstborn. The Yoruba culture has the same thing. So you can see culturally we are already being positioned in such a way that we would not even have that balance. We would definitely be the ones that would be second guess, or we have to fight for it and look for it. So now women have, there's now, this gap is now evident over the years, over 100 years, over 10 years, whatever it is. It's so evident that women do not own a lot of properties. When you look at social media, it looks like, women are buying properties, women are buying properties. Just 5% of women in the entire world, or 5% of the women in the entire Nigeria. We are not that many. So we should not disabuse ourselves. We are still a lot of us who have no clue on how we can even acquire wealth or investment.
Take down some points because I'm going to be speaking more about real estate and I want to elaborate a little bit on that as well. So I have to take down some points if that's okay. First off, women's on the presentation in high stake investment has come a long way. Lady beside me mentioned, as Dr. Omo mentioned earlier, is something that has been, is something that came, like we've known through history, through time, that women tend to slow back when it comes to investments, opportunities. They tend to take the back seat because men feel that, this position is meant for men, not for women. So I just want to elaborate more on the fact that now I think it's beginning to even get better because women are beginning to invest more in real estate. They are beginning to put themselves out there. We now have women developers, though we have more of men developers, but we have some women developers currently in the country who are doing fantastically well. That's because they took themselves up from wherever they were before and decided to make a name for themselves. And I think one of the issues we have, it has to do with capital. Just as Dr. Omo mentioned, most of these financial institutions tend to give loans to the male developers more than they do female developers because they believe, the woman, what more can she do? If her husband tells her, no, you can't do this, she definitely has to listen to whatever her husband tells her. But for men at the head, they believe, they take the final decision, but women still have to report to someone before they can take the final decision on certain investment. But I think now banks are beginning to also say that, we can actually trust some of these women with our funds, and I will believe that at the end of the day, they'll be able to deliver and then come forth with huge, high-stake investment and development. Another thing, again, I also want to say is the fact that we as women, we don't support ourselves as much as we are supposed to. I'm going to use myself as an example. I being in real estate, most of the time, the people that I get the most criticism from are women. Do you understand? They were like, she did this, she did that, she's not doing it well. And then I've had a situation where I had a client, high stake high-profile client that wanted to invest in a certain property somewhere at Ikoyi. So he came, we've already agreed, himself, my legal team, everything has been drafted, and then he said, okay, that I need to bring in some people to get their own opinion before we decide on this project. And he came with his wife and one other lady, and they were like, no, this investment, I don't see the reason why you should invest. Have you done your due diligence on this lady? I have someone else who is a guy who has been in the business for a while, who I believe can, you should be able to handle this high level of investment. No, I don't think you should let her handle it. Let someone else handle it. I was like, I felt bad at that time. Is it because I didn't touch? I was like, in my mind, I was like, is it because I'm a lady? I don't understand. I'm in a position to close this transaction more than any other person because it's an exclusive brief that no other realtor in Lagos has. And at the end of the day, I ended up closing that transaction because they couldn't close it with the other male realtor she was recommended. But I felt bad. It got to me like, this is a woman that is even supposed to encourage her husband to patronize the lady. Do you understand? But she underrated me instantly that no, I don't think she should be able to handle this level of transaction. I felt bad. I was like, we have a long way to go as women. We really need to begin to support ourselves, believe in ourselves. Let's put competition aside. We are different human beings from different backgrounds, from different levels of institution, but we just need to begin to come together as one, see ourselves as one, and begin to relate, collaborate for high-scale transaction. And I feel gatherings like this, a club like the Gar Elite Club, is a place where we can really begin to feel included. Like you have a club where, okay, I have this transaction, I know someone that is in the club that can handle this deal for you. You recommend, the transaction goes smoothly, and at the end of the day, everybody smiles, you're happy, the other lady is happy. It's like a family, it's like community. So I think we even need to begin to do things like this more, get involved more with each other, and then let's reduce the level of competitiveness among women.
Raised some. I feel a bit sad when I'm about to read the points. I feel a bit sad to see that I can see why we have about 100 years to go to break that gap. So let me just look at the points I wrote down so everybody can remember the points everybody made and how I'll just summarize it and to close the panel. Dr. Omwan mentioned that there's a call to action. We owe to ourselves to be deliberate in coming together as women to raise ourselves. The men are not going to do it for us. It is our responsibilities. We have daughters, we have friends that are doing things that may not be appropriate. If you don't say nothing, it will rub off of the next person. So if we have a call to duty and action to check ourselves, we need to learn to check ourselves because at the end of the day, we will all be profiled. If you do not say something, you will be profiled at some point because you were mute. Sit at the table that doesn't look like you're smart. You can be pretty and be smart. But you have an image to uphold that will affect the next lady if you don't have or if you don't take a call to action. We have to be deliberate how we present ourselves and how we put ourselves out there. So this is a women's gathering. This is the end of the IW day. If I have nothing to say to all of us, let's be intentional how we put our image out there, how we look, how we dress, how much we spend on disposable things instead of putting the money in the bank. So when they say bring your statement, you don't have to go borrow money to show up. And then the last thing Delphine mentioned was create events like these that will help us network and bring ideas to the table so we can invest in ourselves, so we can invest in our own projects. If I have one, invest in me. If you have one, I will invest in you. Let's be our own sisters, keepers. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Now we're going back to our keynote speeches because these are very important. We're still talking about acceleration, and that is why we are gathered here. And I'd like to bring back these amazing personalities that I called up on stage earlier for our keynote address. And I'll take our profile again. Now, Bright Ibuwa is also known as Bright Tia. And she's a woman of faith. Leading women, can we have your attention, please? Thank you. All right, she's a woman of faith, power, and divine wisdom. Bright Tia.
All right, let's go.
Good day, everyone. Thank you. First and foremost, please, I want to apologize for coming in late. It's not in my nature. Anyone that don't write the say all over the world, Tuesdays are my prayer days. I don't go out. Answer call. So when I got this invitation and I discovered that it is on Tuesday, I had to pray about it and get the spiritual direction. For 15 years, I don't go out on Tuesday. So I'm sorry for being late here. Yes. And I know there is no disparity in what I'm holding in my hand and what I'm discussing. Am I discussing because of that? I can go ahead. Okay. The truth is that, like they said, most times we women, we are the problem of women. Yes. When you are pulling another woman down, you are really pulling yourself down. It doesn't matter how strong you think your seat is at that time. Any day you wake up, just know, take this home. Any day you wake up and try to pull any lady down, regardless of whatever your excuses are, you are doing what? If you are sitting on a 4-leg chair, you have already pulled 2 out. And you know when you are sitting on a 4-leg chair and 2 legs are removed, you're almost down. So whatever you do, you come across a fellow woman, make sure that you give her a helping hand. Do you understand? Because men in our society, men look out for one another. No matter what a man does. I know most of you are social media people. There is something that happened recently in Nigeria on the social space. I may not mention the names, right? Something happened that someone's wife, did what she was not supposed to do. And everybody was crying foul. And some weeks later, I came across a video where the man whose wife was said to have played a dirty role came across the same man. Can people remember that story? Came across the same man that they said slept with the wife, only for him and the guy to shake themselves and hug it out. Can women do that? So I want us to have a lot to learn from the men. I don't know if I'm making sense to anyone here. Yes, so breaking barriers, the mindset shift. Mindset shift from limitation to possibility. Many societies or societal cultures have already conditioned it and made it that people should believe that women don't qualify to lead or to be in charge. But let me tell you one thing. If God has placed you as a lady in a room, you belong there, like I said earlier on, and as you step into that room, do what? Own it, sit comfortably, with your shoulders high. And there's a quotation here, Deuteronomy 28, and it says, the Lord will make you the head and not the tail. Amen? You shall be above only and not be beneath. Amen. Then the other side says, from fear to boldness. Women in leadership often battle imposter syndrome. We ask, am I good enough? Am I worthy? But I want you to know today, replace that word, those words with, I can do all things through Christ, which was? Nobody should tell you that you are less as a lady. You know, a brief about myself. When this call came in, the last thing I wanted to do was to be a seer or to be called a preacher. I read education, I wanted to work, you know, to teach. I have this love for teaching. But it happened that wherever I go, they keep saying, you have called, you have called. And at the end of the day, when I discovered I can't do anything about it, I sat down with a supporting family. When I look out in the ministry space, you people know in ministry, I'm talking about church, you people know that most of the people that are the highest contenders, they are what? They are male. So I was like, physically, how possible? How can I be able to bridge the gap? How can I be able to, you know, say that God called me, begin to win souls, to the extent that I will come out for people to see, I will come out for people to see me. But having people that support me and having that audacity, which only the Holy Spirit can give you. When I began to pray and listen to God, the Holy Spirit led me right. And whenever the Holy Spirit says, say this about this person, put out this prophecy out there, and I put it out, you know, people hear it, it comes to pass, people come closer, I share the word of God with them, their life begins to take a better turn. And that is what happened, that is why I'm standing here. So I'm using my testimonies to encourage you. I don't know the corner you are right now. I don't know how they are looking down at you as a woman. I don't know what you are feeling. I don't know what makes you feel that you can't talk. Do you understand? Make sure that you have God in you. When you have Jesus in you, the Holy Spirit is activated in you, and wherever you walk in, people will know that you walk in. Whatever you do, the Holy Spirit directing you, can never get it wrong. So may God help and bless everyone here in Jesus' name. Thank you.
I appreciate you taking time out of your huge day to be here to bless us, and straight to the point. Thank you. I hope that the past couple of minutes, honor of introducing her as she comes off stage. She is a Nigerian economist, businesswoman, real estate expert, and philanthropist. She's a highly respected real estate entrepreneur and a visionary CEO of Lifecard Investment Limited. She has years of experience in the property sector, where she has built a reputation for empowering individuals to achieve financial freedom through strategic real estate investment. She was born and raised in Nigeria and has developed a passion for business and entrepreneurship from a very young age. She's a truly phenomenal and inspiring lady. Please, let's make welcome with a resounding applause the one and the only Grace Offering. A round of applause for her to make her way to the stage for her speech. We would also like to crave your indulgence, ladies and gentlemen, to please accord us your undivided attention. Everyone here has prepared something to impact us, and the noise is a bit much, so we're asking you to please lend us your attention whilst our speakers are on stage. It's also a sign of respect for them. Thank you.
Thank you. Put hands together to this beautiful lady. I always admire her on social media. You all look gorgeous. Everyone looking beautiful. Like she said, what you do after this conference, it's the testament of all that Princess did to put this together. The truth is, we are product of meetings. We are product of high value meetings like this. And so it's important that when you take our time, I know we like the pictures, we like the glam, it's important that you listen. One word could change your life entirely forever. I was talking to my beautiful sister now, Dr. Omo. I said, one word you told me so a few years ago in Dubai actually changed my finances forever. And you don't know when that word will come. It can come when the panel is going on. It can come when somebody is talking. So it's important. I really want to ask that you give attention. And there's still going to be more time to network, to talk, But when they're speaking, it's something that is said. Everyone that spoke here, especially the lady that the company, it was so beautiful. So can we have this mandate together? Put your hands together for yourself. Absolutely fantastic and beautiful. So many things have happened in this conference already today. You know, something that reminded me of my years back was the beautiful woman that does meat. Can I see her? This is free publicity for her. She was looking so beautiful, and I thought she was a fashion designer. And I asked, "What?" There's somebody else said, "No, she says meat." She says she has an abattoir. She came to show me her where she kills a cow and goat. You'll be wondering, what has that got to do with real estate? But I remembered why she showed me those pictures. I became very emotional because 60 years ago, I could only buy meat after the butcher like her has gone. And this meat in Agege market was soaked with blood. They are shaded in 3 different places. And I go there, I have to price the meat. So the picture she showed me reminded me of those things. And I buy the meat, but the only challenge with that meat is that no matter how much you wash the meat, you understand, the blood that soaks the meat never goes. So even when you cook the beef, do you know what will happen? It still becomes black. Why? There is too much blood. Because when she's killing the meat and butchering the meat, those ones are under. And so they go away with the good meat, shade on the ring table, and they leave that for us that cannot afford that to buy. But I told her I need a cow for anybody today, and I will pay without looking back. You didn't hear it? No, you forgot that I said something. I said, but today I can tell her, bring a cow and give to no anybody, and I will pay. From buying those meats to buying a cow without thinking about it. That's what it means to accelerate and take action. That's what it means to accelerate what? And take action. You know why? I had to take action to say poverty can end in my time. And I think I've done good with that. With the help of God and the Holy Spirit. I just wanted you to be with me. So today I'm just going to share very briefly what I wrote here. And it's a welcome call. And I like the fact that you have bios in front of you. If you have not written anything today, you write 3 questions I'm going to ask you. If anything happens today to your job, how long do you have to live financially? Oh, thank you so much. I should move there. This my outfit is speaking in tongues. Even they said that this outfit cannot be wasted. Put your hands together for this beautiful girl. They said they want to see this outfit very well. So I wrote down some things here. I'm an international real estate investment strategist. And because I love God so much, God always points me to places to invest and make returns that sometimes I just weep and cry. And that's as a result of the love I have for God. So first of all, I just want to thank God. Who would have ever said one day, I'll be standing here with this beautiful, amazing women, and I'll be given a microphone to talk. So a few years ago, I met Princess in LBS, where I was sponsored. So while Princess, they all took their private jets with all more and this first class. Somebody actually paid my ticket. That was 2017. Somebody paid my ticket to Kenya. And that's why I buy tickets for people every day. That's to tell you the power of action. You didn't hear what they said. These are life testifiers. Omo loved me so much then. You know, I was going to sit with her. She was so beautiful. That's Omo. I met Titi. I met Princess. But Princess really loved me. Even if I didn't have money, he knew that I was work in progress. So they allowed me to be in their cycle. Yeah? So it's important that you allow women to be in your cycle because you never can know who will be your next mentor. Because every time Princess sees me, I'll say, I'm my mentor. Say, this is that one. So you are not my mentor. You are not mentee. You know why? Like what Ibuku Awushika said today, the very small one that you overlook can become so great tomorrow. And if there's anything that you will not forget, is what you told them that time they were under. Are you learning something? Say accelerate for action. If you see me anything at all, my investment is what? Pain. So second question. What value do you have to put on the table today that Grace Offering can pay you for? What value do you have to put on the table today that will cost me to give you money before the end of this conference? That's to tell you, am I valuable? Am I important? And so if you are not, then you can be by what? Understanding by telling yourself the truth, and you begin to what? Work on it. Do you like that question? So when you go to meetings like this, minus the pictures, you must what? Expose your value. Let people know what you are capable of doing. And so I want to say to every woman here, accelerate for action, become an expert that you cannot be denied. I like the way that last sister said, become an expert that you cannot what? Be denied. So it's looking like a master class. You know, I'm a teacher. So they gave me a slide, or they gave me a script. So I'll just quickly read out what I wrote in the script and we'll close. Next question. They said next question. Don't worry. I found that many of us, in often times, fear of the unknown, doubt, is what keeps women. Uncertainty about the future. But these barriers are not instrumental. They can be overcome. Do you understand? Many of us, because they said we are caregivers, we are nurturers, we try to hide behind that I'm taking care, I'm a caregiver, and become unuseful. But let me tell you something. Some of the children we have today, they will ask you, have you not seen Mommy Grace? They will ask you. I'm telling you. No, if you don't want to hear the truth, I will tell you the truth. I'm not apologetic. They will ask you. And I will tell you why I'm saying they will ask you. A lady joined my coaching program and I was asking her why. She said, my daughter called me and said, follow Grace on social media. And I said, why? He said, my daughter and your daughter, listen. My daughter and your daughter went to Faith Academy some years ago. So that means I couldn't afford Green Spring, yeah? Faith Academy, very far, Ogun State. But the daughter asked the mother, I said, Mommy, I knew Anita in Faith Academy. I knew this woman. There is something that she's doing, because the last time I saw them in summer, they went to 7 countries, Monaco. He mentioned all the countries that they visited.